All right, all right, all right. And now we wait. Now we wait. Okay. Ooh, I just got a message from Grant. Do 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 do. Yeah, Grant is over here helping me set up the Xbox 360 emulator so we can stream Sonic 06 later. Oh boy, that's definitely gonna be a process. I'll tell you what. Oh, we've already got some people in the chat right here, but why is it so? There we go. I'm trying to get this chat because I have it here, but it's you know what I have to do? I have to adjust the placement of it. I have to do that in the super chat thing. Oh, not the super chat thing. The Streamlabs. For the time being, let me just bring back. Let's bring back the regular YouTube chat. Oh wait, nope. Actually, I'll just leave this right here for the time being. Okay. And I'll just pop up the other YouTube chat, wherever it may be. Here it is. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I really got to get my dual monitor set up back. I used to have one a few years ago, but that monitor is just so old. So old. It's not really kicking around like it used to be. But oh, we got some people in the chat already. Okay, okay. What's going on? What's up, people? Hello, 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 everybody. How are we doing on this fine Thursday evening? Question from Mexican Zoidberg. Do you still like the Switch? Of course. I love the Switch. It's one of my favorites. I have it plugged up over there on my TV. I haven't been playing it as much considering the only game that's really been out has been Xenoblade Chronicles. But yeah, I still love the Switch. It's great. I'm about to get some McDonald's, bro. Hey, yo, I ain't even going front, man. I ain't even going front. That last stream we did where we were talking about food, I was thinking like, yo, I might need to get myself a McFlurry, man. I mean, I don't have like the biggest sweet tooth around. I mean, I love my sweets. Don't get it twisted. But yo, here recently, man, something about McFlurry, bro. Ugh, sounds so good. But hello to everybody in the chat. I hope y'all are having a fantastic day. Got a couple regulars here. Shout out to Colin, my boy. What's going on? What's going on, Edward? Hello, I am Brenner. Sam Sidequest. Sai Hikari. Oliver Stridebeck. Corey Gryffindor in the house. What's up, brother? The True Star. Super Matron. Gamer Bro. Kiddo Sue. Yeah. I'm doing better even. I'm doing better now that you're playing Tales of Berseria. Hell yeah. We're going to be streaming some Tales of Berseria tonight. Hey, Honda Civic. What's good, bro? I love how he's got the funniest username around. It's just straight up like if I was calling someone, yo, what's good, Toyota Camry? But Honda Civic's one of the homies. Common Rider, what's good, man? But yeah, so we are going to be streaming Tales of Berseria tonight. Asbel Lance 100 actually donated for us to play it on PC. I mean, I already own it on the PS4, but you know, streaming on PC is just so much easier by comparison because, you know, I don't got to bring my consoles over, plug it up to the capture card and all that nonsense. With PC, it's just boot up the game, boot up your streaming software, you're good to go. So we're going to be streaming some of this tonight. Probably go for around 2 hours or so. I know JRPGs, they're not the most fun to stream, especially in the beginning because, you know, like, it takes a while. It takes a while for them to get their footing. But yeah, we're going to go through this one. With Tales of Berseria, it's actually one of the few, actually I think one of 2 Tales games that I haven't completed recently. Tales of Zestiria, I just straight up dropped halfway through. I couldn't stand that game. And this one, I started playing it, I got halfway through, and then I think I went back to Yakuza 0 and I was marathoning that like crazy. So I never actually finished Tales of Berseria. I know it's a big shocker, but I'm gonna try my best to. All right, we're going to put on the headphones and we're just going to dive straight into this. Streaming on PC versus console is so much easier. Yes, exactly. Seriously, Sam, it's so much easier by comparison. Don't even blame me for dropping Zestiria. All my friends did. Yeah, Zestiria is it's a game that has the Tales name on it, and that's all I can really say. Oh god, it was such a slog to get through. But yeah, let's dive into this. Let me know, how do the audio levels sound? Am I clashing with the game right now? Is the game too high, too low? What's it sound like, friends? Oh yes, I'm definitely picking up Ghost of Tsushima. I am ready. I am ready for next week. Alright, we're going to start a new game. Battle difficulty, we'll put it normal. Subtitles, of course, always got to be on. Oh god, this feels so weird playing it with the 360 controller. Not 360 controller, the Xbox One controller. Because the last game, Tales game I played on Xbox was Vesperia. Obviously, that was like the last one they put on it. So this is like coming full circle. It's so strange. It sounds really good. I'd rather your vocals louder than the game. Oh, okay. I'm just making sure. I didn't want to, like, because I would speak normally like this. This will be my normal range, so I didn't want it really, like, clashing with the game and the music and all that. So we'll just do that. Sound output stereo. And surround, that's the only thing. Okay. Just gonna start the game. So it's been about 3 years since I've played this. 3 years, y'all. Got some anime cutscene action. Are you planning on getting Tales of Arise? Well, as soon as I see more about the game. But I most likely will. I mean, I love Tales. I love Tales. So, I just need to see more footage. In a few months, I'll probably say something. Oh, we got some Dallas Maverick fans in the house. Alright.
I'm going back to help Celica.
Yeah, we playing Tales, Jamil. Shout out to the Japanese RPGs.
Celica enchanted them herself. They'll give you the courage you need to survive.
They will.
Because you know what they say, an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Now, have I ever lied to you?
Hey, what's good, Avanti?
I'll come back for you once.
Berseria wasn't my favorite in terms of gameplay, but the story was fire.
It's scary.
Really? I actually liked the game. Well, from what I played 3 years ago, I liked the gameplay a lot. So, I don't know, maybe things have changed in 3 years.
After all,
For me, I have a lot of fond memories with Tales of Grace's F. Like, that was my favorite Tales combat system for a while. But again, it's also been 8 years, so things might have changed. But I really enjoyed the combat system in the Xillia series, especially Xillia 2. Oh my god, Ludger with those different styles. Look like you're playing Devil May Cry, man. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Velvet. A lot of good things. Like I said, it's kind of like I'm going into this game afresh again, because it's been so long. 3 years of playing so many different games, I kind of forget things that happened here. But yeah, I didn't mind, like, Jude, Asbel, Sorey, they were all right. But to me, they kind of felt like they were all cut from the same cloth in a sense, you know? So I'm just looking for something that's not like that, you know what I'm saying? I think Sorey was the biggest offender of it. A Neo Tales playthrough. I hope you finish it this time. Well, that's why I don't really do too many I don't stream Japanese RPG games, because, you know, these games are minimum 50 hours. So it's a lot to go through. But I mean, every other Tales game I finished, with the exception of Zestiria. Zestiria was the only one recently I did not finish. I couldn't get through that. I wasn't fond of the button mapping between arts. I'm more used to cross and circle being your primaries. Oh, okay. Yeah, they always try to mix things up. Has anyone donated for you to get Persona 4 Golden? I mean, I've played a lot of Persona 4 throughout the years, so I'm kind of Persona 4 out for a while. That's why I haven't even bought it. It's only 20 bucks. I could have bought it, but I'm just... That's another 150 hours of my life that I don't need to spend on a game I already played. You get what I'm saying?
On that
So
day, the world began to change. Men and beasts possessed by evil spirits, hunting and killing anyone they could. But even in the depths of despair, only
I don't know why
two
that
things
mouse is
mattered to me.
the mouse cursor is over here in the screen. Hold on one sec,
The
guys.
taste of blood-soaked flesh.
Sorry, Christina V. I don't want to
and
interrupt
revenge
you.
upon one man.
How do you pause this? Is there even a pause button?
Fluffy.
Wow, so the pause button is like the options button. Okay, hold on. Let me get the mouse cursor out the way. There we go. Let's put this right here. Sorry about the mouse cursor, guys. I literally just realized it was on screen. My apologies. Okay. Oh, wow. Mexican Zoidberg has donated $10. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. A stranger on the New York City subway gave me $20 for letting him borrow a pen. Thought I'd give half of that to you. Stay awesome, dude. Oh, man. Thank you. You see, that's what I call paying it forward. You know, like random acts of kindness. I'm going to do the same thing. I don't know where it'll take me in life, what situation it'll be, but pay it forward. That's how it is. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. And keep on being awesome, man. You never know. You literally never know. All right, I ain't going to turn this into another one of those motivational streams, but you guys, y'all know the vibes. But thank you. Thank you for that, Zoidberg. All right, so let's see. I'll put this up here, and let's get back to the game. Okay.
Time to wake up.
Hey, what's going on, Chris? I'm doing well. Why is the mouse cursor back?
Morning. I told you to stop calling me Love.
Hold on. I'm trying to figure out why. I have no good idea why.
V.
Ah.
I'm not a little kid anymore.
I have no idea.
Grumble
So I guess we'll have to
girl,
deal
huh?
with it for the time
must
being
be
until I
doing
figure out
good.
why it's still there.
Bit of a fever, I'm afraid. At least the new medicine's supposed to come today. Until then, you stay in
Oh,
bed,
don't tell
got
me.
it?
Don't
What?
tell me
Aw,
people.
but I wanted to
Oh,
go
don't
to
tell
the
people that they're
cave.
going to donate now because of
Sorry,
Sims. You're
you'll
like
have to
Bill.
wait.
Bella Delphine,
Can I
except
at
you're
least
really
read
not
a
a terrible
book?
person. I mean, the thing is, when it comes to donations, I don't ask people to do that. People do it out of the kindness of their heart. And I look at it as paying it forward, you know?
didn't mean
People are nice to me. I take care of other
Arthur,
people, and
Done
that's how it
chopping
is.
Firewood?
Yeah.
But the
After
other
last
people,
winter.
those Twitch
But
e-thoughts,
there's
I don't
something
know.
else I need to take care of. Sorry, but medicine money will have to wait a bit.
I can earn it myself then.
Well, if you game on
down a few
PC,
local
it's
lures,
like
and I'll
12
have
bucks right
plenty to
now.
offer
Well, I
in
mean, the
trade.
Steam sale's over.
your
Yo,
own.
the first day
Arthur's first
after a
match
Steam
month.
summer sale is the
Plans
worst
must
thing
be
to look
solid
at.
and
Because you go to that page,
reactions
you load up, and all those games are at full price.
Right.
Oh, man, that's
I
the
shouldn't
worst
doubt my
feeling.
students' abilities. Sorry to put you in a spot.
It's also on
sorry,
sale on the
Velvet.
PS4. I don't know if it's still on
Whoa,
sale,
hey,
but it was on sale for like
what's
$6.
everyone apologizing for? We're a family, right?
Hey, Born Gamer.
Right.
Is this
I'll
a
see
good
you
game
later.
legitimately, or is it only good
I
because the
whipped up
stereo
some
was bad
porridge for you,
comparison?
Okay?
Well,
Be back by evening.
it's been like 3 years since I played this, and I enjoyed it
careful,
for
Velvet.
the time that I spent, which was I think like 20 hours. So I liked it a lot. It was a lot better than Xbox controller. It was really good, but I heard a lot of good things about it from people, so I think it'll be okay. What is going on? Hold on, we're tweaking. Why is the mouse tweaking? Okay, Hold on. Let me figure out why this is doing this thing. Because that was so strange. Okay, that was so weird. I don't know why I was tweaking, but I think it's should be good now. I think you'll like it if you've never played a Tales game. I mean, the Tales franchise in terms of the way it does certain things for some people. Where did the No. How do I Alright, there we go. Okay. So now it's good. Alright, there we go. Hey, what's going on, Kwaku? Welcome to the stream, kind sir. Yeah, we are streaming some Tales of Berseria. Oh, and just for those who were asking, because everybody asks this whenever I stream these Japanese games, wondering about like the graphic settings. So there's really not that much. I mean, it's more than Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, I'll tell you what. So you can adjust things like the anti-aliasing, shadows, draw distance, things like that. Frame rate limiter is only 30 or 60. And I don't think it's really going to rise above that, unfortunately. But yeah, it's a pretty bare bones PC port by comparison. So, oh wow, everyone is really talking about Berseria right now. That's interesting. But shout out to all the people watching. Shout out to y'all.
Rest up, all right? Don't forget to take some gels with you.
Have you seen the box art for the PS5 games? Yeah, I have. I like it. I'm not the biggest stickler as far as box arts, provided they don't look ugly as sin, like the greatest hits things they used to do, Player's Choice. But as a whole, I think it's okay. I think it would have been better if they just went for like white box arts or a clear box art to contrast the white logo. But white and blue seems to be the aesthetic they're going for this generation, which, you know, it's okay. Hey, what's going on, Ivan? PS5 cases being black would be cool. That would have been interesting, definitely. I love how we're all talking about like box arts. Like, yeah, that would have been interesting. Yeah, it would have been.
If I'm on the hunt for prickle boars, I'd better try the tranquil woods outside of town. This is for Laufey's medicine, so I can't mess this up.
We've got a leak. Hey, Takun. We have got Takun Hiwatari in the house, everybody. AKA Pyro Takun, AKA the Vegeta of the West Coast, AKA you better hide your black women away from him, because he loves his black women. So that's the homie right there. Go give the boy a follow. Yo, there's so much love for Berseria in this chat. It's crazy, man. Everybody loves this game. That's great. What's this game all about? Well, you gotta find out. It's got a pretty ballsy intro, I tell you what.
Ever since the opening 7 years ago.
Dragon Quest 11. I really liked Dragon Quest 11. It's a very good game. But I was not a fan of the music. Like, I liked it at first, but then it just got so repetitive that I had to start playing it on mute, man. Even with the Switch version, with the better music, it just ugh.
Or how to heal it?
No.
Do you think the $70 price tag for games is going to negatively affect the gaming market? Honestly, I feel like if people are still going to go out there and buy games, it'll be okay. I mean, in other territories, in other regions, they've been raising game prices for years now. And it doesn't seem as if, like, it's changed much. If you go to other countries, sometimes they're spending upwards of $90 US for video games. It's such an expensive hobby, so... it kind of sucks though, because you know the microtransactions aren't going to stop. Do you know how much money these
You're a real idiot. You know that? Sorry
these
about
publishers
Amy
make
Velvet.
off microtransactions a year? We're talking about into the hundreds of millions. It's absolutely insane. They make more. I'm pretty sure they make more off of those than they do selling the games.
Hey, Velvet. Is Laphicet feeling better?
No, not yet. He needs a little more rest.
But yeah, for me it's
I think.
Aw,
for me
too
it's a case
bad.
of I rarely buy games at full price, so I'll just wait for them to go on sale.
Right, got it. Laphicet's illness sure
Yeah,
is
that Dragon
persistent.
Quest music it ain't
Yeah,
it, man.
he
Especially
still
after
keeps coming
Persona
back, like clockwork.
4, Persona
The medicine
5,
always helps a little
you know,
bit.
like all these other JRPGs that have
Still,
banging
that seems
soundtracks, like
terrible.
Octopath
Let me
Traveler.
know if
Ooh.
there's anything I can do to help.
Dragon
Thanks,
Quest, on the
but
other
we'll be
hand,
fine.
no.
At least we've got
Hey everybody,
to take care of
Tundex is in the
anything that
chat.
needs muscle.
Tundex,
And before
the
he
host
came,
of the
Celica raised
the
me and
White
Laffy
Chris
all
murder
by
party.
herself.
I mean,
So now
Tundex,
I
I
have to
know
do my
you
best
like the
too.
Jackbox Party
He
Pack
found
and
just
Trivia
like
Murder
your
Party, but
sister.
you don't have to
Our
include
optimism must
White
run in
Chris
the
in that.
family.
Leave him
I do.
alone.
That's nice of you
Jamil
to
straight up like
say.
Dragon Quest 11 was some mid. Hey, no, the game was great. The soundtrack was not good. I remember listening to it at first and I was just like, oh, this is beautiful. And then when you hear that shit for the 48th time, dun, 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 I was sitting there like, nope, mute. I remember I was just like, yeah, I ain't, nah. That was one of the first games that I actually played on mute. On mute, guys. I was listening to podcasts in the background. That shit was not good. Hey, you are a founding member. I stand in your shadow. Well, to be fair, you stand in a lot of people's shadows, Tundex.
The demon blight is a punishment.
Sup, second white krill. Yo, tell him, Kwaku. Yo, I think I should really stream Until Dawn again. Have you guys ever played Until Dawn? Until Dawn is like one of the best games to stream, period. It's so much fun. It's like a choose your own murder adventure. I streamed it 5 years ago on my Twitch channel. Oh, I had so much fun. I might do it again.
Want me to take you home?
No!
Short lives matter, Neo. Oh yeah, they definitely do.
Oh,
White Chris listens to Dragon Quest music when he's driving, and that's why he died.
care.
And that's
Don't
why he
fall into
died,
the shrine of
unfortunately.
tranquility, right? I know. I'm not a kid.
Of course, of course. You're 13 now, aren't you?
I'm
Well, Tundex, he
16.
started it, Kwaku. Tundex came in here talking that good shit. Hey, White Chris Killer. And I'm just like, yeah, Tundex is like, damn, I'm oppressed. Straight up. All right. Until Dawn was some mid. Heavy Rain. No, I liked Heavy Rain, but no, honestly, Heavy Rain, I'm replaying it right now. Heavy Rain, it's like, I don't know, like Until Dawn is a lot more fun to stream because you can, like, it's like you're all in the movie theater watching a murder mystery unfold. You know what I'm saying? It's like going in there and watching Friday the 13th. Have you seen the Little Hope trailer? No, I haven't. What would you do differently? Kill Emily. Oh, shit. Oh, God, that would be great. Streaming options. I think, isn't Quantic Dream doing that on the PC for Detroit? They're doing, like, voting. I saw them doing something.
This area looks promising. There! Prickle
Ooh,
boar.
a prickle boar. Battle tutorial. Let's get it. Combo attacks can be performed based on the number of souls each character currently possesses. I think it might still be on sale in Arcami. B, Y, and A. Yo, I really wish we got a sequel to Until Dawn. I've heard about that game. Man of Medan. Hey, take it easy, Tundex. Man of Medan. It looked interesting.
Right, here goes!
62 viewers and 18 likes. Yo, Jake is calling y'all out. Jake is wondering why aren't y'all liking the video like that? He said y'all lurking. The real reason why Hayden didn't voice Kyrie in Kingdom Hearts 3, Neo got her killed until dawn. Yo, Heartless Valentine, I'm gonna need you to retract that statement and stop spreading such slander, sir. I didn't do nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's how it's done. Come to think of it, Arthur hasn't requested his favorite dinner in a while.
Hey, what's up, video game
There's
lover?
been so much going on. The village
Everyone's like,
always
like
says
it
about
up.
hunting.
He's like, we gotta get those likes up.
Just worn out.
Like squad
I'll
assembled.
cook 'em up some
That's crazy. I don't
stew.
ever
Just
ask
like
people to
Stalk
like the
taught me.
videos,
That'll
subscribe.
get 'em right up.
I'm like
A
one of the
healthy
few people that don't
portion of
really do
nourishing
that.
meat cures fevers and weariness alike.
I forgot Chris killed Kyrie and nominated Until Dawn. Y'all gotta stop spreading this fake
The
news.
cold
Like,
weather's
what
been
is going
terrible
on?
everyone's crops, but at least the city will buy our prickleborn meat
Hope
now.
they poured all the rest of the
Luffy
Tales
and Arthur
games to
have been hoping
PC.
the village could start raising them.
See, what do they have on
But they
PC
can
right now?
just
They
be
have
so
Berseria,
temperamental. I
Zestiria,
wonder if they could be bred with more
Berseria,
docile
Zestiria,
pigs.
Vesperia,
What would we call them?
Symphonia, and I think that's it, right?
Nah,
Just those
doesn't
four?
sound appetizing. What about?
Do you have a home gym
Pickleball?
because of quarantine? I don't necessarily have a
That's
home
cute
gym.
name.
I just have
Too cute,
a few
though.
dumbbells and
You
a few
wouldn't want to
plates.
discourage
That's it.
people from eating them.
Anyone else have trouble balancing watching a show and playing a game at the same time, or is it just me? Honestly, yeah, it depends. Like, there are certain games that I would play, and I would have like something on in the background. I don't necessarily watch TV shows and play games at the same time, because if it's a show I'm invested in, I want to be invested in the show. But if it's like a game like Yakuza 0 that's all in Japanese, subtitles, all that stuff, I just listen to podcasts as I go through the majority of the game. But I don't really watch TV or have it in the background when I play games. I just have a lot of YouTube videos playing in the background.
Right, here goes.
What should your first Tales game be? Honestly, I recommend playing this one right here, Berseria, because it's the most recent one they've put out in terms of new games. I mean, you have Vesperia. You can also play that one. But I don't know. I don't think the combat in Vesperia has... I mean, I think it's aged okay. But compared to all the newer Tales games, the combat really doesn't... It doesn't hold up as well. Like, I get flack for this, but I think Tales games have gotten better in terms of their combat with the more games they put out. Like, I can't really go back and replay Symphonia or some of those other games. I mean, I can and enjoy it, but maybe Arise is going to be like that breakthrough entry for the Tales franchise, you know, for a lot of the normal folk, the normies. Yep, Miraculous Ladybug. That's our Christina V. I usually listen to music or podcasts when I play games. Yeah, honestly, that's what I do, especially with Persona. Oh man, because with Persona 5 Royal, you know, it's still Persona 5. So I have a podcast going in the background. What I've been doing is listening to a lot of old school episodes of Weapon Wheel podcast and just all the craziness that ensued. I listen to those whenever I play like JRPGs, especially ones that I don't really care for the story whatsoever, you know? Save point. Oh my gosh. A save point. Ooh, this looks interesting, but we cannot tackle it yet. Oh god, yeah, they need to... I would love for them to go back and remake a lot of Tales games. That would be great. Or at least port some of them.
Right, here goes.
But what's everybody been up to today?
Is that all?
How have things been? I had a pretty lazy day to say the least. I woke up. I went back to bed. I woke up again. I just ate food, and I started watching True Detective on HBO. Because I'd always heard a lot of good things about the show for so many years, but I just never checked it out. And I started watching it. It's I mean, I'm at the end of the second episode.
This place isn't
And
safe.
it's I don't have an
Girls
opinion
down
on it yet.
there.
From what I heard,
told
it's a
them
very
1,000
slow
times
burn.
they ought to
So
build a fence.
I'm just
They keep
gonna
saying it's forbidden land.
give it the benefit of the doubt because
Even
everybody is
Zelka used to
just
scare me with it.
they're
She
on
was
that
always,
first season like
"This is a
tomorrow like yo
gateway
this
to
is
the
one of the
underworld."
best. So
Well,
I'm
I'm too
definitely
old
look
to
into
keep
that.
falling for that nonsense.
Oh, FF7 remake, nice. Oh, Judgment, that's awesome, Chris. Yeah, the first season of True Detective. Jessie. Jessie, her thirst knows no bounds. Yeah, I saw that fan art of yours, Avanti. That stuff was seriously dope. Oh, Goblin Slayer. Nice. I've got some anime I have to binge. I have Kaguya-sama, and I'm finishing up Vinland Saga. Yeah, I mean, I really do like the actors, like Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson. They're great. But I mean, I love them in most things they do, you know?
Right, here goes. Not bad.
Oh, nice. The Last Airbender. I love that show, man. Yeah, JoJo is honestly that series that you appreciate how absurd it is the second time you watch it. I'm gonna finish The Last of Us later, get back into Persona 5, New Game Plus, and watch Fire Force. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Fire Force. I think it's like the new hip show with the youngsters these days. All I know is my boy is thirsting after one of the characters. One of the females.
Right, here goes.
He was like, that's my waifu. And I was like, oh boy, calm down.
Not bad.
You see, I did not know that, Shadow King. Maybe that's why it's getting a lot of attention. Because I liked Soul Eater a lot. I wish we got a reboot. Because that was like one of the big I wouldn't say gateway animes, but like big animes of like the early 2010s that everyone said, yeah, you should definitely check this out. I still remember those days.
Wait, the boars I hunted. Are
Promare film. I've heard a lot of good things. I keep saying I hear a lot of good things, guys. I'm like a grandpa. I'm so out of the loop on a lot of this stuff.
Maxim 3. Never waver once your sword is drawn. Control your feelings to control the tide of battle.
Well, that's battle cry if I ever heard one. Hidden arts. All right. Select the arts from the battle menu and set it to Searing Edge. Tearing Thorn, Gouging Spin, Harsh Battle, Rising Moon. Ooh. Wait, oh, select the arts from the battle menu and set Searing Edge to A, then press A to use. Oh, okay, duh. I did the whole wrong thing. See, this is why reading is fundamental, kids. This is why I couldn't vibe with the combat, because there was too much customization. I mean, isn't that kind of the fun in it, you know? Oh, you've never seen this game before, Austin? Well, this is Tales of Berseria. It's a Japanese RPG, part of the long-running Tales franchise. And that's the best way I could describe it without getting into some of the story content, which is coming up soon. It's going to really set the tone for the game. I saw someone make a Krabby Patty from SpongeBob, and it looked delicious. I always want to try it. Oh, wow. Yo, there's a lot of stuff from, you know, the childhood cartoons we used to watch that I would love eating. Like, I still want Scooby Snacks. I want Scooby Snacks to... Yo, okay, did y'all ever have the Scooby-Doo fruit snacks before they changed the formula?
Agreed. It's one of her
I think y'all know the Scooby-Doo fruit snacks I'm talking about. The ones that had like the really nice, like bright blue. Oh man, those were the best.
Arthur?
Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Even when victorious.
Oh god, those were so
In any
good.
case, this should be enough to buy Laffy
And then I hate it because, you know, my mom, she didn't really buy junk food like that. So I only got them on special occasions. And by the time, you know, I was finally able to work and buy stuff for myself, they had already changed the recipe. And I hated it. I was so sad. I remember my first paycheck I got from work, I went and I bought Scooby-Doo fruit snacks. I was so excited. And then I had them and I'm just like, these aren't the Scooby-Doo fruit snacks. I got ripped off, man.
If you're attacked, run away. Am I clear?
I wasn't a big Gushers fan growing up. They hurt my teeth a lot. I didn't really like fruit roll-ups. I loved fruit by the foot though, because that was like some great bang for your buck. Great bang for your buck. Yeah, I just saw it, Grant.
Become an exorcist?
I'm gonna check it out after the stream. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I think it was probably just an issue with Google Drive because I've had that happen before, where I'm trying to zip a file there and it just like it's stuck on like the 99% for whatever reason. But I appreciate that.
Well, without flying, they couldn't find food.
I know. Yeah, I know why they changed this stuff. Because they put like different ingredients and additives that are cheaper, and because people keep buying it, Americans don't know any better. They're just like, screw it, you know. That's like Oreos. Oreos used to taste so much better when we were younger, and now, nope.
Tomorrow is Celica's memorial.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I love my snacks. I loved growing up. I ate. Let's see. I love the Scooby-Doo fruit snacks so much. What else did I do? Like, okay, on a regular like afternoon, you'd find me eating Doritos Cool Ranch. I loved Cool Ranch. It's still my favorite Cool Ranch, even though in the past 10 years. I've gravitated towards, you know, the purple flavor. What's the purple flavor? It was spicy nacho. No, it's not spicy nacho. Chili something. But you know which Doritos bag I'm talking about. That was like my shit. What else? Golden Oreos. Ugh, golden Oreos. I swear to God. Yeah, it's like sweet chili something. Yeah. Have you played this game before? Well, I got like 20 hours into it on the PS4 version, Antoine. But then that was like 3 years ago, and then I stopped playing it because I switched to something else.
How would I pay for Laffy's medicine? Hunting to
yeah, sweet chili.
And it means food for us as well. I had no other choice.
Man, I might just go get me some. I might take a trip to ShopRite, get me some junk food, guys. I mean, I've already been bad this week. I can't keep it up. But, you know, it is what it is. We all need a bad week of terrible, terrible eating. Remember the Heinz green... Oh! The Heinz green mustard. I do remember that. Oh, do you remember the purple ketchup? Oh, man. Why did it pause? Yo, the 90s were so interesting. They were a very interesting time for food. We had like 3D food. We had all these crazy combinations. It was insane, guys. Honestly, I'm surprised we're even alive after all those weird experimentations. You look like the dad from Proud Family. Oh, Oscar Proud. Today.
And you must have been out.
I've got that a
It
few
was a good
times.
haul. Look at you, Lady Breadwinner. If you were a boy, I think I'd be in love.
Hey,
I'm a
yo.
girl. Oh yeah? You ought to do something about your style then. Yeah. I kind of broke my comb. So get a new one. Sure, I'd like to, but... Hey, mister! How about a sale on combs for the pretty girl?
Huh? Oh, you two need something?
I'm fine, Nico. I'm just here to pick up medicine for Laphicet.
Oh, Velvet. I already told Arthur, but I'm afraid the medicine hasn't come in yet.
What? Why not?
Oh, really,
because of the
Antoine?
demons?
Wow. I've heard a lot of good
Seems
things
like
about
the demon blight's
Berseria.
really taking a toll on the city.
But I mean, my
There's even a
my
couple
opinions
of them
might
looking
change
around
as I
here
get
now.
close to the end of the game, you know?
When's it coming then?
Hey, so I found your
I
channel
can't
from the
say.
Xbox One X video, and I was
And
just
I don't know how
curious
much it will cost.
I was just
no.
curious how you have either liked or
What is
disliked it after
wrong
having
with
it a
the
month.
band? Like, don't they have
Well,
an
my
army or
opinions,
something?
Those
they stay
guys?
the same from that video.
Demons already rounded them
I love the
up
Xbox
back.
One. It's great. It's like my primary console to
We're
play
safe here,
most
right?
games,
After all, your
and then I have my
parent was an
PS4 for like
exorcist.
exclusives, and
So
then if
sure
there's a
about
game that
that?
all my friends are playing on
Arthur can't
PS4,
even use
I'll
his
get it on
right hand
PS4.
anymore.
But yeah,
Poor
Xbox
fellow
is like
couldn't even
that
protect his
default
own
system.
wife
I can
and
play
child.
almost everything, you know, like all the Game Pass
Let me know
titles
when
on
the
there
medicine gets in.
is great, man.
Of course. For now, here, on the house.
I really enjoyed Zillia too, but I can understand why people didn't. I didn't like the whole debt simulator they
You
attached
didn't
to it,
forget, did
and
you?
just in general, the
promised
Zillia
to teach me
games,
how to
they
make your
weren't the
special
most
key.
visually
You ain't
appealing.
that
They looked
apprentice
very,
animal doctor
very
you had your
bland.
eye on?
So
You were serious?
just
You
going
are
through all the different
serious?
areas, it just,
Please.
you know. But I
This
love
is
like
life
the
or death
story
for
with the
me. But I
characters
thought your
and
folks
like
weren't keen on the
the
two of you dating.
particular side quests with your party members.
What
That was
people
cool.
think. The important thing is my feelings.
I like the way
My
you talk.
feelings.
If I were a boy, I think I'd be in love.
Darn right.
I got an apple gel.
Luffy must be starving by now. I better hurry home.
Oh yes, can you pet the dog in Tales of Berseria?
Celica taught you how to make your special quiches, right, Velvet?
Yeah, but mine aren't nearly as good as hers.
Don't be
Oh
modest.
wow.
They're fantastic.
Yeah, I've heard about those Edda and
Simple,
Eddie fan
yet
theories
elegant.
that they
That's
got
because
going
there's
around.
A secret in the cheese and the dough.
You should try selling them in Taliesin. I'm
Have
sure
you
they'd be
played
hits.
Tales
We
of
could make
R?
them together
And if you
take
have
them
it, is
on
it a
the
good
road.
game?
We could even wear matching uniforms.
More money than
it's
hunting
cool.
Fricklebores?
It's not my
Definitely, maybe.
favorite Tales
Even
game,
more so
but
if you could lighten up a bit in
you know, I got it
town
because I wanted
whispers.
to play it.
Then it might be worth a try. I do want to buy Laffy a nice heavy winter coat. And Arthur's gloves are in tatters, so he needs new ones.
Oh, don't be so boring. I get where you're coming from, but come on. Think big. Dream, Velvet. Dream.
I assume you're talking about Tales of Hearts R though, right?
No thanks. I want a peaceful life with Laffy and Arthur. That's all.
You're impossible. Then again, maybe that's why your quiches taste so darn good.
She was a bit too on point about that. Alright, I'll put this down here. Let's see. Akainu did nothing wrong. Oh god. Getting into One Piece territory. I got a resistance ring. Yeah. But can we pet the dog in this game? Important question.
Orthy and Russ seem pretty down today.
I know. They've been whimpering like this for an hour now.
Well, they've always been a bit wimpy. The other
Fallout
day,
76 should
that
be going to
kitty
Game Pass
Rolo chased
soon.
both of them up a tree by
Yeah, they.
himself.
I think it just came. I think it's on Game Pass right now. Either it's on Game Pass right now, or it's gonna be there within a few
Orthy,
days.
Russ, shape up.
But yeah,
You're
I'm
Nico's
pretty much
bodyguards,
good.
right?
I'm good on
Start
Bethesda
acting
games
like it.
until they put out a good one.
Completely hopeless. Maybe. But they're so cute. So I forgive them.
Yeah, I'm trying to pet the dog. It's not letting me pet the dog. So I feel as if this game should be docked points for not being able to pet dogs. But who knows? They could surprise us. Remember when Tales of Vesperia was exclusive to 360? Yup, that was a long 10 years, man. And we never got that PS3 version localized. But it's all good because we have it now. And we're just going to be happy. One thing I worry about is the 3DS, Wii U, eShop, and PS3 Vita and PSN being shut down. Yeah, that's one of the biggest problems when it comes to digital games.
I'm back. I can't believe it's
And that's what worries about me worries me long term, you know? God forbid something ever happened to one of these companies, but if they went under and the stores go down, that's it. Like, you're screwed. Them servers are gone. At least with physical games, you can always re-download it. And if you're on PC, even if Steam goes down, you'll be able to keep your games. And if you can always find other routes of getting those games. You know what I'm saying? But consoles, there's no way to get The Last of Us or Ghost of Tsushima off like the PSN store. You gotta literally either track down a physical copy or wait for an emulator if, let's say, Sony were to go under. And you know, emulators take years. Literally years. Sometimes decades, man. Oh no, that's terrible, Antoine. Oh man.
Welcome home, Velvet.
Luffy, I told you to stay in bed.
I was only up for a little.
I don't know why at first, but when I heard
your
Velvet's
fever
voice in
hasn't
the
gone
trailer,
down a
I thought,
bit.
is that Wendy
Go lie
Lee?
down and I'll cook dinner.
I'm sorry.
And then I was like, oh no, that's not Wendy Lee, it's Christina V. Very similar
What's
names, though.
this?
A compass.
You ready for the
It
Jump
uses a
Force Season
magnet
2
to tell you
content?
which way
Nah,
to
it's all
face.
on you, Alex. That's your game of the year right there.
Use the sun and
That
stars
is
for
your
that.
game of the year, Alex.
And what'll you do if it's cloudy, huh? Thanks to this invention, we'll even be able to.
Well, that's
bridge
different
across
though.
the ocean.
The Switch emulator is
See?
different. It's a different
It's
beast by
designed to
comparison to
stay
like the
level, so
PS3
your heading will be
emulator.
true
You know,
even when the
like the
ship is
PS3
rolling
emulator,
with
yeah,
the
you can play
waves.
some games,
Pretty
but not
neat,
every
right?
single game that's
If
out.
you
It's not
say
at
so,
100%
Come on,
capacity.
It's a must-have for any adventure. Can't you see how
Well,
useful
capacity
it
is
is?
not the right term, but it's not at 100% success rate across the
You
board.
can tell me more about it later.
Nah, Alex, that is your game of the generation. I have to play that on Xbox because it's on Game
I can
Pass.
hear Arthur already.
So I need to do a stream
Gosh,
playing
Velvet,
that, but
I think it's time
that
you learned all
game,
my secret
it looks so,
He isn't coming home.
it does not look
is
good,
he?
man.
How do you know that?
Sarah stopped by and told me.
Arthur's Moloch?
Yeah, I mean, if there's any consolation, they are
can't
supporting
we?
it. They are supporting
Yeah.
Jump Force.
Arthur says I've got exorcist potential.
Blue Exorcist,
No
what?
kidding. I think you'll be an exorcist to rival even him.
I'm surprised it's still a
I can
little,
tell you've
it's
been
still,
learning
it's still a
all
little,
sorts of things from his
little
book
bit of light
collection.
outside. I mean, the sun is already set, but it's not completely
I
dark
really
yet.
want to become an exorcist.
Welcome to
I
summer.
want to go traveling with you and see all the wonders of the world.
Oh, he launched Game Pass in
Jump
Japan this year?
firewood, and
Wow.
demons come for us,
So I'm
but
curious, what
then
is their offering on the Japanese version of Game Pass? Is it exactly the same as
I
the
wish I
US,
could do
or do they have, I mean, it's not like they have exclusive Japanese games like that to pimp out the service, but interesting.
You'll get there, Laphicet. It
Jump
should
Force
only
was the
take-
game we wanted, but not the one we deserved. Honeybee,
Oh,
do you want to
20
get
years
timed out?
tops.
We didn't want it.
that
We
long.
did not want that. We did
Oh,
not
yeah?
want it. We don't
You better
deserve it.
prove
No,
it to me
don't
then.
even put it into that Dark Knight category, bro.
Start with this lovely meatball stew I cooked. Eat every last mouthful.
Next gen,
even
most
if you
Japanese
don't
games
feel
will favor
hungry.
Xbox, and
And
Sony's
take
been
your
censoring
medicine,
most Japanese
no matter
games.
how nasty it tastes.
Well,
No
for all
tricks.
this censoring
Can I
that
pull
Sony's doing, the games are still charting, and they're still they're still making sequels, and they're still coming out on the PlayStation
Right.
consoles.
Cooking
Like
time. First, I need to light the
like this whole
stove.
censoring thing. Yeah, I can understand. We can have a dialogue and a conversation about it, but people also got to stop being delusional about certain things. You know. saying this is the end of the industry. Sony is dead for doing this. I'm
Is
like,
Luffy
oh, okay.
really reading stuff this dense?
Like stupid
Poor
things
kid's
like
gonna squint his eyes right
if
out.
like with the Devil May Cry 5 situation, how they censored what's her name's ass, right? I was like, okay, that's dumb. It's an M-rated game. Why are you censoring her butt? But then there's other things where I'm just like, okay, I can see why somebody would censor that, because that's just artistic integrity be damned. That's just a little too like, bro, what the fuck? They're kids. Literally, they're children. At some point, you can't keep pushing like the whole artistic integrity thing.
It's so easy to light Arthur's fireworks.
Yeah, Halo Infinite. We're gonna
wonder
see
what
a
his
look at the
trick is.
campaign. We're gonna see a look at the
Velvet,
campaign this
could
month,
you
man.
not
I'm
put
excited.
any spinach in this
Really,
too?
I truly am.
You'll never grow up if you're picky with your
I want it
food,
to be
you
really
know.
good.
I know.
What we wanted was
but
Jump Force, but
just for
developed by
today?
Arc System Works, man. Hey, what's up, Fear No Hate?
Fine,
That would have
fine.
been the dream.
I'll leave
But
out
to
the
be honest,
spinach,
Arc
just
System
this
Works, I
once.
kind of just
I'll
want
make
them to
it that
focus on
curry
maybe
flavor
one or
you
two
like.
games at a time.
Really?
Because everyone's like, yeah, I want them to make all of these games. Wait, didn't Arc
There's
System
some of
Works,
Arthur's special
didn't they do a
curry
Kill la
spice
Kill game?
upstairs, isn't there?
And it ended up being like really mid. Yeah, there's a rumored Nintendo Direct happening this month. I would not be
There you go.
surprised.
Not spicy hot, but
I mean, it's been a
so
while,
delicious.
so
Oh,
hopefully
yeah.
it's good.
I saw Nico today, and she had very important things to talk about. She's coming over in the next couple days, so be on your best behavior.
Sony picks and chooses which
I
games to
will.
censor. Case in point,
I'm
The Last
glad
of Us
you've
2
got a
sex
good
scene.
friend.
But
Yeah.
Japanese games
known
can't
each other
expose one.
since
When it
forever.
comes to the censorship, Japanese
Still,
audiences, like, they're really
Nico
adverse to a
falling
lot of
in
things.
love?
Like, a lot of
barely
things in
wrap my
Japan are
head
censored
around
for
it.
blood and gore.
Luffy,
Like
you
the
know,
stuff that we have
if
over
there's a
here
girl
gets
you
taken there, and
like,
it's just
you'll
like,
tell
nope,
Big Sister all
can't have it.
about
And that's just because of the
right?
Japanese culture.
Girl?
But you don't see Japanese gamers
You're a
boycotting all
stubborn
those
little
releases.
brat,
Like, you
so
hear
you
some
might
people
need an
saying, "Oh,
older
this is
girl to
bullshit. I'll
keep you
import
under
it."
control.
But as a whole, those
Oh,
games
and she's
they
gotta be a
they
good
sell
cook.
and they break
A pro in
records.
the
So it's
kitchen
just
is a
like,
success at life.
I don't know, man.
Knock it off,
Forget Jump
Velvet.
Force. Give me a Jump
should
dating
be more
simulator.
worried
Oh,
about
there you
your
go. I
own
mean, that would
love
be
life.
something different.
Me?
That would
I've
definitely
got
be
enough
something
on my
different.
mind.
If I have
For
to see one more Arena
thing,
Brawler,
I've got
man,
good for
oh
you
my
and
god.
Arthur since
Yo,
Saga's
did y'all
done.
know that there was a Tokyo
Besides,
Ghoul game
getting
that came
crushes
out?
on strange men? I just don't see what's so.
There was a Tokyo Ghoul game that came out, and I think even Bandai Namco forgot they released that shit. They put out a Tokyo Ghoul game, a freaking One Punch Man game, a My Hero game. Like, who's buying all this stuff? I just genuinely want to know. Anime games, with the exception of Fighters and maybe Naruto Storm,
Are you all
should
right?
not be
I'll bring you some
$60.
water.
They should
I'm
not be
fine.
$60.
You just said something funny is all. And it made me choke a bit.
As long as you're okay. Sorry.
Honestly, I
I'm
would have,
having a
if
tangent
Jump
there.
Force was handled by CyberConnect 2, I would have
Who knows what
appreciated
the
that
future
more.
holds?
Yeah.
Because at the very least,
What
even
more
if
can
it
I
played
do?
exactly like
I've got a
Naruto
duty
Ninja
to look
Storm,
after my little
it would have
brother,
been
and
better
I'm
than what we
serious
got.
about it.
I know. But I'm trying to look after you too. I want
So
you
an
to be
Arena
happy.
Brawler, essentially, at least as it
That's all.
applies to anime fighters,
It's
is
not
literally,
just me.
you have these two
Arthur
fighters,
worries
they're in a
about you
3D
Well,
space,
we're family,
and
right?
they fight. That's
Yeah.
essentially it.
That's what families do.
That's a very rudimentary
Luffy.
description.
For you, I'd kill every last.
I played that
Pokemon
My
in
Hero
the
game. It's
forest if
alright,
it
but
came down
are
to
you
it.
paying $60 twice for that?
What am I doing? I need to hurry and get dinner ready.
Hey, what's up, Nike? Yeah, if they released at like $39.99, because let's be honest, those games, the budgets for those games are not nowhere near no God of War, no
The day before Scarlet Night.
you know, that type of
Sis
stuff.
went prickle boar hunting on her own. She's almost as good a fighter as Arthur. So I know those prickle boars don't stand a chance.
Hey
I
Neo,
worry
you know
that
they
she's
mentioned
too
you on the last
athletic
Kids
to
Move
land a
podcast,
husband.
right? They wanted you on
Maybe
there
she
to listen
should
to your
try
take
to
on
be
things.
more
Yeah, I've been trying
You little
to
scamp.
find a
He just
time where I
knew
can
I'd
go
be
on to
reading
Kids
this,
Move's
didn't you?
podcast, but for the past couple of Wednesdays when he has it, I've been busy with stuff, so I haven't been able to come on. If anything, I think I'm gonna hit up Kids Move tonight and say I'll probably be able to come through next week, because I don't have anything happening next Wednesday to my knowledge. Something might change and come up, but yeah, I probably will do his podcast then. Hello, Eric. I need to play / finish this game. Yeah, bro. Trust me, I know. Hopefully this playthrough will push me through it. I forgot about the Tokyo Ghoul and One Punch Man game. Well, now you know, Elijah. Now you know, bro. Have you noticed that Capcom and Enix have moved from anime style games? Oh, you mean to like more realistic takes? Yeah, there's a strategic reason behind that. They want to flex the power of the hardware.
Good boy.
And
Don't forget your medicine.
the thing about these anime games is that even though they have their audience, they
did
appeal to a
promise.
very specific niche. Whereas those realistic games, they get a lot more attention from people. Because if they see a trailer, they're just like, damn, what is this? You know, it's just unfortunately one of those
That
things.
changed our lives.
You should play GTA 5. I actually just did finish GTA 5.
Velvet,
I did another playthrough
may I sleep next
on
to you tonight?
Xbox, and I finished the story again. So good.
Of course.
No, despite the names of these Tales games, they are not related. Vesperia, Berseria, Zestiria, they are not sequels, prequels, none of that. I mean, I think there is some relevance to Berseria and Zestiria, but it's so minuscule from what I've heard. Someone who's played it, I think they'll be able to speak on it, but I don't think it's anything like you need to play this to play that.
Today, I've got to dry some
All
meat
the
and use
Tales
that
games
cheese
are
I've
like
been saving to make a quiche for-
self-contained stories.
Luffy?
The same world, yeah, same world. So I think they might be mentioning stuff, but nothing too crazy. Do you like Dragon Quest XI?
have you
Yeah,
gone?
I liked it. It was a good game. The music wasn't, but you know.
You better not have gone to the village alone.
When do you think Dragon Quest 12 will
Bet
be
your fever
announced?
hasn't gone down.
Honestly, if I'm being real, I would love for Square Enix to announce the game when it's like a year out. I don't want to wait another like 3 years, 3 or 4 years for us to get the game here in the States. I don't want to have that happen again. Where's the Naked Velvet mod?
Hey,
I don't know, man. Probably on the PC that you gotta buy.
No, I haven't seen him.
I want to be excited for Tales of Arise,
that's one of Arthur's.
but I don't really know anything
Actually,
about it, so
it's a copy that
I'm just
Arthur
like,
sent me.
you know.
A smart merchant would pay a pretty penny for this book. I gave him a
When
fair
is it
trade.
coming out? I think 2021, end of 2021 maybe.
Did he really copy all that?
Because it was
by hand?
supposed to come out this year. So, I'm thinking probably mid 2021
Oh,
if we're
Must
lucky.
have done it to buy that compass.
No.
Neo
though
doesn't want
he
another
was some
unfinished
puppy eyes.
15. Yeah, I don't.
Told him
Honestly,
I'd throw it in for
I just want them
free.
to hold back all the
He said that it would be
announcements
a bad deal for me.
and then just like when they're ready, announce
He's a
it.
good lad, but
Give me like a
not the
year's
merchant
time.
type.
Like honestly,
So, what did
I
he
feel
use
like
the money
Devil
for?
May Cry, the way that
I'm
Capcom
afraid
handled
my lips
the
are
5th
sealed.
game's announcement
You'll have to
was
ask him.
absolutely incredible. Because they announced the game, they had gameplay ready, they had footage, they had everything, and then it's like, boom, the game is
I
out
saw
in less
Luffy
than a
set
year.
walking
This is
around.
the date.
Is he okay?
I was
He's
like,
not okay.
what?
Where'd you see him? He
That
was
is the
headed
way
for
you
the
do it.
forest.
That is
I'll
how
help
you
you
do
look
it.
for him.
Like the way
Thanks.
Bethesda did Fallout
Do a
4.
sweep of the village,
Like
just in
obviously
case. I'll
it
check
was
the
the worst
forest.
kept secret in the industry because we heard rumors about it for years, but they announced it and then it's out this fall. Like I love shit like that. That gets me so excited, man. Devil May Cry 5s to me is still like the gold standard
know.
because
He
Fallout
might
4
have
came
gone to
out
the cave to pick
and
flowers.
it was good, but it wasn't great. Devil May Cry 5 came out and that shit was just fucking bananas. So for me that's like the gold
I
standard.
was going to have them join the search, but they won't move at all.
Berseria is in a
It's like
1,000-year
they're
prequel of
scared
Zestiria. Oh, so they don't really have anything in common then. Little doggo. Well, they did just announce that they're doing the Grandia collection for
Hey Velvet, did you hear the news? Tonight is going to be another Scarlet
freaking
Night.
they're doing a
I
physical
remember the
version of
moon
that,
turned
so
red 7 years ago. But what is it anyway?
It's a red lunar eclipse.
Yeah, I mean,
It happens
to
every
be honest,
several years or
Honeybee,
so.
I understand why
Apparently, you
some
can predict the next one by
developers
watching
do
the
announce their
movements
games
of the
early.
stars. According to legend,
On
a
one
crimson
one
moon is a
hand,
gate that
they
connects
try to get
our
above
world
the
to the
leakers,
next.
especially if it's a
also
really
said to be proof of
hotly
humanity's
anticipated game.
sins.
sure
And on the
know
other
a
hand,
lot
it's
about
pushed
it?
by the publishers because these publishers
Just a
want to
few
give
minutes
investors
ago.
confidence.
You saw Luffy?
And something you
Where'd he
do to give
go?
investors
Actually,
confidence is they're
I
just
don't
like, well,
know.
we want to see
Sorry.
what games you're working on. And if you don't have anything announced, they're like, oh, we're going to pull back, blah, blah, blah. So no, wait, we're going to announce this game we're working on. Oh, it's 4 years out? It doesn't matter. You announced it. Yeah. That's literally how it is, unfortunately. Like, I remember, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, that's the reason why they announced the NX so early. Because the Wii U was floundering. It was basically dead. Investor confidence was at an all-time low. And they just said, no, we're still working on something. Don't worry. They announced the Switch. They announced the Switch 2 years before it actually came out. Bro, the first Final Fantasy Versus 13 trailer, guys, that came out when I was in 8th grade. 8th grade.
Have you seen Luffy set?
2006.
All right. Let me know the second you see him.
And we didn't get the game until I was freaking
He refuses to stay in bed.
23.
He needs his rest, but he's
My
always
God.
walking around or reading outside.
I can't say I'm surprised.
No, not
always been a
not
curious
this
lad.
game. I haven't
He
beaten
likes
this one
reading
yet. I
different
played it on
books.
PS4, like 20 hours,
When I
but
saw him the other
haven't
day,
completed it.
He told me all about the latest navigation techniques and exotic farming methods too. Only one kid in a million is as smart as he is.
You're exaggerating.
Yeah, Capcom, they've been on a very good streak this
It's a
generation.
shame. If he could go to school in the capital, I'm sure he'd make a name for himself as a
Oh
scholar.
yeah, I remember that Nikkei. Nikkei, Nike. You gotta. What is it? Is it Nike or is it Nikkei? I have no idea.
Even if he gets better.
Yo, I've recently discovered your channel. Huge respect for sticking with this thing since so many years. You're doing awesome content. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Con. That's all we can do in this life, man. You just be honest, be genuine about things, all your intentions. Don't try to mislead people. You know, that's all it is, man. And I feel like you'll find your audience. You'll find the people who you vibe with. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. Probably gonna go over there. Here's where I'm gonna catch a lot of flack from some people. I don't mind if the next Final Fantasy games are action based because I really liked the 7 remake, and with the way they did it there, I thought that was a nice blend. So if they can have like a system similar to that with future Final Fantasy games, I'll be okay with it. I don't necessarily think that that's an excuse to get rid of turn-based combat, because I think turn-based combat can work, obviously, as we've seen with Persona. But if they were going to do something different and interesting, I don't think it needs to be just Kingdom Hearts for the sake of being Kingdom Hearts, you know? Yeah, they've got to have a good system. They have to, like, the system they had for 15 was not good. It was not good at all. The 7 remake, it was much better. But yeah, this is one of the things I don't really like about the Tales games is that the worlds aren't really alive. I mean, they're basically just linear. They are linear JRPGs for the most part, which I don't have a problem with, but the environments just look so dead, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, this is pretty, but it's not impressive, you know? And this, mind you, this is a game that came out on the PS3 in Japan, I think. So, this is the same system that gave us Persona 5. Is Tales of a AA game? I think so. I think it's a AA type of game. Bandai Namco, they don't really do too many AAA titles, you know? And just in general, if you compare the budgets for some Japanese games, very few of them are really, really high up there. I can't even go this way. What video game fan base is the worst? Honestly, I think it just depends. It shifts. Like, for a while, it used to be the Sonic the Hedgehog fans. And then it gravitated towards, you know, whatever is, like, the most popular thing. Like, Final Fantasy fans. You know, it's one of those things. Where the fuck? Eat your fill and make a lot of milk from us. Interesting. Does Arise look AAA? It definitely does because they're using the Unreal Engine. So the visuals are going to be much higher. But I think they are probably putting in a lot more work into it because it's like, it's their first multi-platform Tales game, I think, ever. Right? Because they didn't, no, yeah, most of the Tales games have always been one system, or at least one family of systems, and then they've done ports later down the road for other consoles, but I don't think they've done a multi-platform Tales game. Yeah, I don't think so. The only multi-plat Tales game was the Vesperia HD, but that's not really like a demanding thing to release. The milk thing. Yeah, you got a dirty mind, Kamen Rider. What you talking about? Is that soda or seltzer? It is seltzer. You know I don't be drinking no soda on these streams. We straight water up in here. The only time I ever drink soda is when I am chasing a drink. So if I have like a rum and coke or something, that's the only time I'd drink soda.
Right, here goes.
Or at least conventional soda, you know?
Not bad.
My PS4 keeps freezing my games. I don't know why. Try rebuilding the database, Eric. If you go online and type PS4 rebuild database, that might help you out. Oh, you're allergic to soda? Oh, okay. Interesting. I know, right? They literally... I think that's the only reason why they re-released Vesperia. Like, you know what? Let's just do an anniversary. Screw it.
Velvet,
Can you walk? How's your fever?
I'm fine. I was just taking a break.
Oh, you little... You know better than this, Laphicet. Running off without telling me.
Yeah, for me, I've just never had an addiction to soda or sugar. So, like, for me, I get cravings for really salty things. So, potato chips, French fries, things like that. But as a whole, I can live without soda. I'm good. I just have a carbonated beverage and seltzer, and if I really wanted to, I could like sweeten it with some things like lemon, lime, things like that. Did you have a good 4th of July, Chris? Mine was okay. I didn't do anything crazy, you know. Obviously, we can't. You know, I'm not like some of these crazy folk who are having these big ass house parties and all these barbecues with like 50 different people. Mine was just very, very low key. Very low key.
Just for today, though.
Are you sure?
I am.
Do you eat bread? Not really. I only have bread when I
Yes, ma'am.
when I go out to eat. So if I have a burger, you know,
Off to the Cape then.
I'll have bread with the bun, obviously.
Remember how we went
But as a
out
whole, I
together
don't
to
really
the
eat a lot of
Princessias
bread.
on the morning of Celica's
Whenever I
funeral?
like have my cheat meals, like my cheat meals are the only times I'll ever indulge in that. But as like I don't get cravings anymore.
Because the demons had made
Do you
a
like
mess
Korean
of them.
barbecue? Yes,
And then
of
you
course,
suddenly
it's so
started
good.
climbing down the edge of the cliff.
No one parties in a pandemic like the Nintendo nerd. Yo, that's what I don't understand about that dude Jorge. He over there, he be posting stuff saying, you know, we gotta stay safe during this pandemic and this quarantine. Yet he's over here having these house parties with people. I'm like,
He's quite the guy.
bruh.
That's probably true. I still miss you like you wouldn't believe.
Arise is their biggest project with the longest dev time of 4 years. I believe it. I believe it, yeah.
A lone pair of Princessia were
Yeah,
born.
Korean barbecue is the shit, man.
A gentle breeze came in.
I had some Korean barbecue back New Year's.
That's why I believe
Yeah, New Year's. I
those
went with
flowers were
my
a
my
message
cousins and
from
my
her.
uncle.
Do you know Princessia
The food was
flowers
good, but the
signify?
place we went was ridiculously overpriced. And the only reason we went there is because we didn't have a reservation. So the other popular place, which is like
Right.
modestly
And that
priced,
sums up my feelings
they were
nicely, Locke.
busy. It was like an hour and a half wait, so we just went there.
Me
Oh
too,
god, it
sis.
It was the worst freaking $400 I ever spent. God.
How about I make you some apple boo?
Because it was like a party of like 8 people.
What's that? Grated
So 8
apples.
people, $400
Whenever
for
it caught
Korean
a cold
barbecue
when I was little,
is actually not that
Stalk would
bad.
make it for me.
But it
Sweet
was not
and
worth it. Like I
tart
was
and
still
juicy
hungry
and
afterwards.
crisp.
I
And it
remember like
always made me feel better.
freaking.
Apples are good for you.
I remember
does the boo
afterwards.
When I
I
was
got
a baby,
back
I would always say boo
from the
boo when
city,
I wanted to eat an
and then I
apple.
hit up my boy. I was
So
just like,
that's where the name
"Yo,
comes
you want to
from.
get drinks and some food?" He's like, "Fuck
You
yeah."
called apples
It's like,
boo-boo?
the hell?
You must have been a
Don't go to
strange
Korean
baby.
barbecue if you want to actually
You
eat a
used
lot
to
of
do the same
food,
thing.
because
When
not a lot of
sometimes I heard
spots
you,
are
we
gonna give you a lot of
laughed
food.
so
You will be spending
hard.
some money. Is that place you go to hang out with some people? It's like the places, the Korean barbecue where you go where you cook it yourself. You know that one? If you go for 2 people, it's great. But if you go more than 4 people, it gets expensive, and then it's not even worth it because you all get like the same amount of meat. So only go with like 2 to 3 people. Don't go with 8 people. It's just not worth it. Neo, you should do a thing where you react to really bad and cringy videos. It'd be funny. I got one for you to react to. Well, I don't really do too many reactions. I've only ever done a handful on YouTube. It's not really my cup of tea. Like, I'll stream stuff and then I'll take clips and I'll use that for YouTube videos, but I don't know. I don't think I'm really the most like reaction-y type of dude. You get what I'm saying? Because I feel on some level like a lot of those guys and gals, they kind of have to overact to sell the video. You get what I'm saying? Is New York City still under social distancing requirements? It depends on the part. So where I live like 45 minutes outside the city. Restaurants have been open here for the past 2-3 weeks, you know, with the social distancing guidelines and everything. The city is kind of like paused reopening a lot of stuff because of in fear of all the new cases and the spikes that'll happen. But yeah, over here we haven't opened up malls, movie theaters, or gyms yet because of the concerns. Do you prefer this game's combat or Vesperia? I prefer this game's combat more than Vesperia. I don't know. Vesperia was just a little. It's just a little too clunky for me to go back after playing a lot of the recent Tales entries.
Right, here goes.
I remember like Grace's F. I used to pull off these insane combos, man.
Is that all?
Oh, thank you, Big Tank. I appreciate it. Do you listen to J-pop or K-pop? I actually listen to both, but I am not like a religious listener of the craft. I only get my inspiration to listen from if I'm watching anime and I really like the song. I listen to it and then I listen to more of the artist. So I don't really go out and seek new K-pop artists or new J-pop acts like that. You get what I'm saying? But that's just me. Is Grace's F worth finishing? Honestly, I would say yeah, depending on how far into it you are, you know? Yes, Zestiria is more open world.
Look at all these.
It's bigger scale and scope. But the problem is it's just bigger for the sake of being bigger, Grant. So you're just running around
This
just
place
cuz.
never changes,
It's like
does it?
going open world-ish for that game did not
does
benefit it
too
one bit.
change. The
It did have
seasons, the
seamless
wind,
battle
the weather,
transitions, which are
change
very
one
nice,
and the sea's
but
totally
the camera
different.
was just so
And the same
janky.
goes for what lies across
It was
the
not
sea.
that fun of a game to play.
Across the sea? Sometimes I just don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's interesting going back to Vesperia
Hey,
after almost
Velvet.
10 years of playing it.
Thank you for taking me out here today.
You don't need to thank me.
I got Vesperia on the Switch, and that's a really good port. Outside of the overworld not running at like 60 frames,
Luffy,
the regular game does, like the regular combat, and it's great, man. I love it.
Well,
I take it with me
if
when I
they
go
didn't,
places.
They couldn't catch
It's
food
awesome.
or escape from predators.
I'm surprised they haven't ported more of all the other Tales games to the Switch.
But you know, I think there's more to it than that. A bird that's born with wings has to...
Uh-oh.
A demon! Luffy said, run! No matter how much it hurts, run! Velvet! Don't be scared. You can do it. You're going to be strong, like Arthur.
No, you can't!
Go! Why is it
All right, here we go.
I don't want to go alone!
You have to! Don't let your feelings get in the way! Or that thing will kill you too! But please, go!
We're doing no damage, guys.
It's just like Arthur said.
Which Tales game is your favorite? I go back and forth. I mean, I love Tales of the Abyss. You know, I love the story in that game. I love Luke and the progression of his character. Berseria was really good. The Zillia duology, I consider them one game. I like all the Tales games for different reasons. Like some I like the stories a lot more, others I like the combat a lot more. Is there an all-around like favorite for Tales? I think I go Abyss. I think Abyss is like my all-around favorite Tales game. Like from story, combat, characters.
How did I get home?
Velvet!
Luffy, you're all right.
Sorry. It's all my fault.
No, if you weren't there, there's no telling what might have happened to me.
Your old one broke, right? You've got beautiful hair. It would be a waste if you didn't take care of it. I'll make a new world. A world where my sister can be happy.
Is there a worse anime couple love story than Sakura and Sasuke? Honestly, they're pretty bad. I think they're one of the worst.
No, it wasn't.
School days, nah. Don't be disrespecting school days like that. Do not be disrespecting school days like that. Is this your first time playing Berseria? No, it's not my first time. I played it on the PS4 a few years ago, but I only got like 20-ish hours in, so I never finished it. School days was fucked up.
Luffy, where are you?
Look at him just chasing me. Yeah, Christina V is great. She also voices Shantae. Oh, these dead people, my gosh. Jesus Christ. Run, Velvet!
The village.
And they just stop chasing you. Yeah, the whole Goku Chi-Chi thing, that was hilarious because Goku was like, sure, I'll marry you. He didn't know what it meant. And then Chi-Chi came back, and she was mad because he didn't remember. And then Goku just said, will you marry me? And it's like, okay. And she was just like, yes. I remember even as a kid, I was watching that. I was like, wait, what the hell just happened? I was like, does he even know? Werewolves, everybody. Elfin Lead is amazing. Hey, what's good, James? James 94. Oh yeah, yeah. She did used to date Nate Wants to Battle. I remember that. Oh, I remember when they broke up. She was going through some stuff. So it must have been really bad. But she's doing good now, thankfully. Goku's just like, I don't know what sex is, so I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine at how that happened. Maybe, like I mentioned before, because we had this whole conversation, maybe it was like primal urges and instincts to reproduce. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe that's how he and Chi-Chi got it on, you know? Unless she literally tied him down and then, oh man. Getting into some crazy territory here. Oh, this is actually your first Tales game? Oh, look at that. Nice. All these werewolves just chasing me, man. And then they stop. Damn, look at that blood moon. Look at that moon, guys. He's like, I still don't think Gohan is his. Well, who else? Gohan's a Saiyan, sir.
Velvet!
You.
Oh, thank goodness. You kept Laffy safe, didn't you, Arthur?
One more sentiment.
I love how this is a lot of people's first Tales game. That's really interesting.
Run! Arthur!
Because I think we got like maybe 10, 15 people here in the stream who have said that. Alright, y'all want to watch this. Y'all better watch this.
Once was the seal to the underworld broken. And tonight, here shall be born the power to save the world. With Laphicet's life as a sacrifice.
What? What are you saying?
Oh, I remember they censored this version here in the States. Because I think in the original, he straight up impaled Laphicet. I'm talking like Crocodile to Luffy. Like that. He did that, but here he's just sacrificed. Oh, man. I mean, if you didn't tell me, I would have thought nothing of it. But I do remember that was a controversy. Peep those lack of textures, though. The master of masters of Namor made him serious and boring. Oh God. Well, I'll say this much. Laphicet's death held more weight than Kyrie's. Boom.
Let him go.
I had a friend that was turned off by the scene because he thought it was ripping off Berserk. Oh wow.
Nothing can save him now. I see you will not change.
Yeah.
Ever a slave.
Yeah, I think all the Kingdom Hearts games were censored. Like they censored, I believe, Blood, Axel's death, Zigbar's crosshairs, some other stuff. This does look like a Switch game. Well, you're not too far off, James. this was developed with the PS3 in mind, because, you know, Japan, it takes them a few years before they fully adopt a next generation console. I mean, to be fair, they still have not released a true next generation Tales game. That's so weird, because when Tales of Arise comes out, that's going to be their first next generation Tales game. When we're about to get into a new generation of consoles. Because Tales of Zestiria, Tales of Berseria, those were just ports of the PS3 versions that they added. They tweaked it slightly. But fundamentally, they're still PS3 games. Like, I think with this one right here, the PS3 version's 30 frames. This one's 60. But there's really not that much in terms of that much advancement. You know, like, this still looks like a PS3 game. You know what's so funny about that animation company, Power Jusho? For the longest time, I used to call them Ufotable. And then someone said, actually, they're called UFO Table. And I was like, really? I call them Ufotable this whole time. Yo, peep that vocal range. Alright, let's do this, Velvet. Yo, Christina V is the GOAT. Am I playing the best version then? Japanese PS3 Berseria with English translation patch? I think you're doing too much, Grant. But if you want to get the true non-censored experience, I guess. I would love for them to do a sequel to Cyber Sleuth. I'm talking like a true, from the ground up sequel. Hacker's Memory was more like a DLC, to be honest.
Do not fear. With my
And then they got that Digimon Survive game that they're still working on, but I think they, because from what I heard, they pushed it back because they're like reworking the fundamental, like what the game means, whatever that means. Oh yeah, that Scarlet Nexus game looks awesome. Velvet just got fucked. She seriously just got fucked in this scene, and look at all these people, man. This is like, yo. We don't need the Vita holding it back. Well, if there is any consolation, my friend, the Vita will soon be put to rest.
That birds fly? Behold my answer, Velvet.
Arthur.
I ask no forgiveness. The sin is mine to bear.
Velvet versus Organization 13. Yo, I thought that same shit, Corey. I thought that same shit, bro. Oh, dude, Velvet is like the best. Velvet and Troy Baker, for me, are like top tier voice actors in Tales. I mean, all the voice actors are good, but these two just take it to like the next level. And, oh, God, especially Christina V, man. Because Yuri as a character, he's cool. But he doesn't really, like, go through a lot where you're like, damn. You get what I'm saying? Like, he goes through stuff. But Velvet, yo, her life is fucked, bro. Neo, my booty be hurting, though. Well, there's many reasons as to why that's happening. Maybe your chair is not comfortable. Maybe you've been sitting too long. Who knows? Did you sit on a thumbtack?
So So did my world come to an end.
Every time I hear the announcer in Soul Calibur, it's Seminus. Yeah. Paul St. Peter, man. Round 1. Fight.
I sat in that pit of darkness and fed. Devouring demons.
Shout out to Christina V.
So I could live. So I could live long enough to kill him.
Hey, Pierre, what's going on, bro?
My brother's vengeance.
Oh, that's Ben Diskin? Oh, wow. Oh, I love Erica Lindbeck. I do. She's great. And as Magilu is freaking GOAT. All I hear is Killua when I hear Velvet. You know, I haven't even started the English dub of Hunter x Hunter yet. I bought the Blu-ray a few years ago because it was Steelbook. I was like, fuck yeah, I'll buy a Steelbook. And I just never watched it. But I heard the dub was good. Damn, straight fire fist to the face.
Where is he? First, there will be a test. It will decide if you are worth teaching.
Oh, that's great. I'm happy to hear that. I love my dark storytelling in Tales games, man.
Here I come. If you are not, I will kill you. Ready yourself. Burn like the sun. Photon blade. Here I come. Speed him up. Here I go.
Why are you holding back?
Can I play this on a mouse and keyboard in
noticed.
window mode?
Well done.
Yeah, you can do it in window mode. That's how I'm streaming it right now, so I can watch,
Of course.
so I can monitor the chat on
His
screen.
mom would never be so weak as
I don't know how it would perform with
I'm
mouse and
his
keyboard, but
mama.
go right ahead.
First, let me tell you what has transpired these past 3 years.
Uh-oh, Gun Rob. Gun Rob is talking some slander about Hunter x
There
Hunter.
are exorcists now throughout the land.
When it comes
challenging
to
the reign
watching
of demons with the
anime,
help of
I'll stick to streaming services. Anime Blu-rays are pricey. Well, it depends.
Tell me what Victorious is.
You kind of have to be a savvy shopper
You may
about
find
them,
them in the capital
because you can
city of
always find
Logos
really good
in
deals.
Midgard.
I don't think I've ever paid full price for an anime Blu-ray. I always get them discounted. If you go to Right
won't
Stuff
stop
Anime,
to listen.
they have a lot
I
of
can
deals
tell you
there.
what it was you saw
The
that
only
night.
situation and problem you run into is if you're buying from Aniplex. Their Blu-rays are just out of fucking
That
control.
night, the
Like for
ritual
Persona
he
5 the
performed
anime, which is I think
shifted
26,
the
24
very course of
episodes,
the world.
they're charging
A
$300
host of Malachim
for the
descended,
Blu-rays.
and with their
and, like,
strength,
little
the emergent
cards.
exorcists quelled the demon
$300.
tide.
And mind you, that's not
He
even the
serves
most
as leader
egregious
of the
thing that Aniplex
Exorcist
has done.
Abbey,
The reason why
an
this is getting a lot of bad
institution that
press
enjoys the
is
unconditional
'cause
faith of the
it's
kingdom
such a
and
bare bones
the
release.
a
It really
shield
is.
To guard the people and a sword against demons.
Because at least with other
Artorias
Aniplex
Hellbrand,
releases,
the
yes, they
world's
are
savior.
expensive, but they have really nice
power
packaging.
stolen
They
by
have really good
sacrificing
packaging. So at that
lives.
point, I'm just like, okay, for the collector, if this is their hobby, okay,
Indeed.
maybe. But this
His
is just,
power is not
you
yet
don't even get
absolute.
value in it.
The man can still be killed.
It's so funny how that it just ended up we ended up us talking
Make
about
a
it.
successful escape from
Yeah,
this place
Hunter
and
x Hunter
you'll
slander is punishable by death. Honestly, it just might be. Hunter x Hunter is one of the most overrated
that's
shonen
your
series ever created. See, there Fear No Hate go again with his contrarian Broken Games HDR ass. All right, Fear No Hate, you got your attention for the day, my friend. Yo, straight to the gulags for Fear No Hate.
toward your yoke. We
Exactly.
must
Take him
hurry.
there, guys. Oh, damn. This chick got some nice titties. Vicious stabbing attacks. Dun 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 dun. Yu Yu Hakusho or Hunter x Hunter? I mean, I can't. Because I love Yu Yu Hakusho so much. I love a lot about it. But at the same time, I love a lot of things about Hunter x Hunter too. I'll say it's easier for me to recommend Yu Yu Hakusho. And I like the characters in Yu Yu Hakusho a lot more than Hunter x Hunter. But some of the storytelling in Hunter x Hunter just gets absolutely insane. You just be there like, what the fuck, you know?
You will need equipment. There are weapons in the
Bruce
room
Falconer or the Kikuchi score for DBZ? Personally, I like both. I like a lot of Bruce Falconer tracks, I'm not gonna lie, but there were a lot of situations where his music just did not fit the mood. There were some scenes that if you watch the Japanese version, it was silent for a reason because they're going for dramatic effect. And in the Bruce Falconer version, it was just... I'm like, bro, what are you doing? So he has his place, but as a whole, I prefer the original Japanese score. Yes, Yusuke is like a top tier anime protagonist. Hell yeah. Oh, wait, you haven't seen the 2011 Hunter x Hunter anime, Avanti? Yo. Bro, you gotta get on that. I don't know what you doing, bro, but you gotta get on that. You gonna get on that, bro. Damn, yo, look at this chick's titties, my God. What the fuck?
It looks like they kept prisoners' effects in here.
Rope. This will be useful.
Rope. Rope, guys. Rope.
Quite a blade.
I know that sword. Stormhowl. What is it doing?
Yeah, I
here?
think it's not on Netflix anymore.
Well,
I think it's on
too big for me.
You're
Hulu?
not taking it? It's a celebrated masterpiece.
And if I can't use it,
Oh
it's
God,
worthless.
that Aniplex Blu-ray. Yup. Mm-hmm. Oh, you serious? They had spoilers in the menu?
All right.
Damn, I hate
you
that.
ready, then?
That's kind of like
What's going on here?
the Lion King Blu-ray is like that. If you watch the Lion King, if you own it on Blu-ray, it is full of spoilers in the title thing. It recaps the whole movie right then and there.
You didn't even
You
flinch.
can't say Aniplex without
I
doing the
already
robot
told
voice.
you.
Alright, I gotta do it
I
again.
am his Moloch no longer.
Aniplex. There we go. Will Square ever stop spoiling games with
Is
their
there a
trailers?
shipment?
I don't know. You gotta ask Warner Brothers that.
You already know we're on an island.
Yo, Warner Brothers and Sony are like the worst when it comes to spoiling
Learn
stuff.
that this is a prison island for
I remember
violent
Sony, they
criminals,
spoiled so much with their
and that there are
Spider-Man
scores of
movies,
demons
and
locked away here.
yo, go back and
Demons
watch
say
some of
lots
those Harry
things,
Potter
but I don't want you
trailers.
to eat them.
Those Harry Potter trailers spoiled the shit out of the
It has
movies.
docks at both the front and rear entrances. Our ship is on the back side.
Got it. The back docks.
Oh, I actually have to go listen to that. That was actually good? I gotta go listen to that. I gotta go back and listen to that. Actually, I'm gonna go listen to that right now. Hold on a second. I'm gonna watch the playback. Hold on, guys. Hold on one sec. Oh, that wasn't that bad, actually. Wow. That's interesting. I love how Marvel does fake scenes for their movies. I love that so much. I know some people complain saying, this wasn't in the movie! I'm like, good. Hey, what's up, Jordy? Thank you for coming through. Are you excited for Halo? Yes, I am excited, Colin. I'm excited. I hope it's a good game, because the past couple of Halo games have only been okay at best for the story. But I'm curious, for some of the people here who are Halo fans, I've seen a lot of people come on here say that Halo as a franchise has not aged that well. What do you guys think, if we're talking about it from story? Because I'm playing through Halo 1 Anniversary right now, and obviously it's a game from the early 2000s, so of course it's not going to age that well, even with the remastered Code of Paint. But what do you guys think about the other games like Halo 3, Halo Reach? Yo, it's so funny how everybody was playing Berseria. That is so funny.
Think of them as the souls belonging to a family.
That was so funny. Everybody is saying like, yo, this is my first Tales game. I just finished this game. What's up?
After effect of the Advent. If you collect enough
Yeah,
of them,
the
you
Halo
might be
4
able to solicit
campaign
the
was
cooperation of a Moloch
decent.
family.
It wasn't great.
And I'm supposed
And the
to take your
multiplayer
word
was
for it.
kind of
I'm
whatever.
not forcing
The
you
Halo
to do
5
anything.
multiplayer was
Whether you collect
good,
them or not
but the
is up to
campaign
you.
was just trash.
I might as well pick them up. I'll use every tool at my disposal.
Indeed. You'll have to if you want your
Thrax
revenge.
attacks. Hello, hello. Hey, appreciate the support. Juan from Malaysia. Thank you. Yeah, to me, honestly, like, Halo as a franchise is something that I would play with, only play with my boys, if that makes sense. I don't know, it's like Gears of War, I try to play by myself, but then I end up getting online and doing co-op with people.
Guards coming. 2 of them.
This way.
Did you hear? The path around the island is off limits now. They say the ground.
Yeah, they already remade Halo 1. They did Halo Anniversary. And it's really cool because you can press, I think it's the X button, and it switches back and forth between the remastered visuals and the new ones.
But it was a nice shortcut to the docks.
And the old ones, I should say.
A shortcut to the docks. Under the watchtower.
Oh yeah, Gears of War it's the shit when you play with friends. Because then, especially if you're playing on Insane, and when he all fucks up, it's literally just it's just a case of revive me. Oh god.
Understood. No one will get past us.
Stay sharp. The threat could be serious.
Yes, sir.
This isn't going to be
Velvet's
easy.
outfit is just so
Then we'll
interesting.
need reinforcements of our own.
It's like
Where are
there's
the
barely any clothes, and yeah, she has a
They should
cape.
be on this floor. You plan on involving the other prisoners?
I'll use any tool I have at my disposal.
Oh, I did not know that. That's some serious tech right there. Appreciate it. Oh, I can't even go there. All right. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Her outfit is so weird. Like, it looks like kind of like Tetsuya Nomura designed it with if he had like a bondage fetish. Cause look at all this. I'm trying to figure out how this is. I don't. Is she even wearing underwear? Like, I don't know. Velvet would definitely be in Kingdom Hearts. Oh, that's a fact, bro. Her outfit looks like a supervillain design, to be honest. Yeah, I heard Symphonia on PC is pretty bad. Who in the blazes are you? What the deuce? He said Velvet is an edgy version of Aqua. Oh.
Here I come.
We're finished here. Let's go.
Oh, Grant's trying to play it right now on PC. Can I turn off control camera with mouse? I can't play without screen keyboard. Honestly, I'm not too sure, Grant. I'd have to check the settings for you. Hold on. Aqua is so dumb. Hey, hey, hey. No Aqua slander on this stream. On these streams, it's very simple. Be kind to one another. No Aqua slander. No Hunter x Hunter slander. Hey, what's going on, Maddie? Shout out to Valkian24, a.k.a. Mookman24, a.k.a. Dark Messiah 24, a.k.a. the man with the magic camera. Can we slander Kyrie, though? Of course. It'd be very weird if we held a live stream and we did not make a comment about Kyrie.
What the hell? You serious?
How's the PC version? Well, it's pretty much just a straight port, Maddie. It runs at 60 frames, but it's locked at 60 frames, so there's really not much in the way of, like, graphical fidelity. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have shadow options and anti-aliasing, but that's the gist of it. Other than that, it runs fine. Terra is a dumbass motherfucker, I'll tell you that much.
Von Ifrit and Melchior.
That's a part of your history, man. I'm Neo Game Spark, and I'm also Qmon 2. Qmon 2. Qmon 2. My God.
I'm with you.
That's such an internet type of thing where you have, like, numbers in your screen name.
Me too. Let me out, girl. Like us are always
Yeah, there's honestly no difference whatsoever. Like, it's identical to the PS4 version. Maybe it's like 2% better in terms of visuals, but it's just not. It's nothing to run out there and upgrade. You know what Kingdom Hearts needs? Troy Baker. Oh God, he's the only one who could save that dialogue.
From there we can follow the outer
The PC version runs 4K 60 on a calculator. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. Shoot, it's a very. You don't really need to do much. I mean, that's one benefit if you don't have the most powerful PC in the world. Which, a good thing about PC games is, like, unless you're playing the ridiculously demanding titles, you'll be good for a while.
Don't underestimate the exorcists.
What the?
They're all gonna die like dogs. Or goblins.
That's not the voice I expected for a goblin.
In charge of this place. They're that amazing.
Amazing doesn't even begin to cover it. The exorcists of the Abbey joined forces with the Kingdom of Midgand. And they've got the whole world in their pocket. They're merciless. They hunt down any human who becomes a demon.
Look at that goblin's hair, though. My goodness.
Taking on the whole world.
And I bet I know who's at the top.
Those who get captured and sent here are the lucky ones. We may be monsters, but at least we have our lives.
Sure. Until they get fed to me.
Ooh.
Thanks for the info.
Even if you manage
Velvet is so edgy now.
of exorcists controlling
Hi, Neo. I just started this year getting into RPGs. I finished Dragon Quest 13.
I'm not going to
Dragon Quest 13.
I'll gladly
Persona 5 Royal and
long
Final
as I
Fantasy
keep
7
our
Remake. What would you
toys
recommend next? So you pretty much played all of the really good, like, mainstream titles. After that, I mean, it all depends on your palette, you know. So you've played a little bit of a hybrid with Final Fantasy 7 Remake. You've done turn-based. I would say if you really want to get invested into something, check out the Legend of the Heroes series. It's a long-running franchise. They have so many different games. But you want to play a game called Trails of Cold Steel. It's available on the PS4, PS3, PS Vita, PC. And it's like literally, in my opinion, from what I've played, the battle system is legit the best that I've seen in an RPG in a very, very long time. It's so good. But the problem with this series is Trails of Cold Steel is canonically, I believe, I think it's the 5th game in the series. I want to say the 5th or the 6th. So even though you can jump into the, it's like basically the way this series is set up, it's kind of like the Marvel Cinematic Universe where they have story, right? They have this ongoing story and it's separated by phases. So they have the games that are on the PC right now. And then they have another phase of games that are on PC. And then they put out these games that are on the consoles, which they're their own story, but the story starts to mesh and come together. And it's like overlapping, and you can play it and enjoy it, but when you start getting into like Trails of Cold Steel 3, which is essentially like Avengers Infinity War, you want to go back and play some of the older games. So that's something I would recommend because it's just such a great battle system. But some other things, if you didn't want to dive into that, because it is a big commitment. It's such a big commitment. I would say Xenoblade, if you have a Switch, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, that's a really good one. The Tales of series, what I'm playing right now is Tales of Berseria. That's a nice action RPG, good combat system, good story, good characters. What else, man? Because I'm trying not to go too far back in terms of what I could recommend people. I want to stick to like current consoles and the like. It depends. So I assume you have a PlayStation 4, right? Because you played those games. You wouldn't have anything else, right? Do you want Microsoft to buy WB Games, or should they leave it slide? What do you think's a good idea? Well, honestly, Colin, I think it depends on what they get from that deal. If it's literally just WB Games, like NetherRealms, the developers behind Middle Earth, and if they don't get the licenses, I think that's like, yeah, they'll be securing talent, but part of the reason why that talent is so great is because they have those licenses. However, this could be a good move because maybe now these studios can work on different games other than just Batman, Arkham, and all the other things. So it could be interesting. Just the PS4. So yeah, I would recommend check out Tales of Berseria. That's what I'm playing right now. It's a nice action RPG. Ease 8. That's also a really good action RPG. It's not really a Japanese RPG in terms of like it being a role-playing game, but the Yakuza series. If you have not played Yakuza, go buy a game called Yakuza 0. Anyone who's in here who's played it can vouch for it. That game is the fucking shit. Other than that, let me think. Oh, I'm so dumb. Why didn't I recommend this? Valkyria Chronicles. If you love strategy RPGs, that's like one of the best ones out there. So Valkyria Chronicles remastered on the PS4. And then they also have Valkyria Chronicles 4 as well on the PlayStation 4. Those are really good games. Very good tactical strategy titles. So you got to use your brain a little bit. You know, map your troops and where they would go. But I think, yeah, those are like some of the, like, because I'm trying not to like overwhelm you with very like specific RPGs that could be a little like daunting, like jumping into something like Disgaea. I really love Disgaea, but I know a lot of people, it's not the easiest thing to recommend because that game can get really intense and very technical, but it's pretty cool. Let's see what else. Oh, somebody said Final Fantasy X HD. Yeah, there's numerous Final Fantasy collections on there. So Final Fantasy X HD, you know, they have Final Fantasy 9 as well. Most of the Final Fantasy games are good. I have this in my Steam library, but I've never played it. Should I give it a try? Well, if you like action RPGs, Mr. Separated Chicken, I think you'll enjoy this. So it doesn't hurt if you already bought it, you know? Yes, Yakuza 0 is just so good. That's like that. Okay, so I have a question for y'all. Do any of y'all have a game that you wish you could replay for the very first time again? For me, that's Yakuza 0. Like, that whole experience, that story. Man, so fucking good.
Dear me, not a word of apology?
Oh, is that Magilu? I think that's Magilu. It's Magilu!
was, sleeping like a sweet babe, when suddenly, from paradise down to hell! No worse, a grimy prison cell!
You see why I'm not feeling well.
She's so over the top. I love it.
And you are?
Hooray! You asked! I'm thrilled to introduce to you the wise sorceress who travels the 11 seas, who scoffs at the might of dragons! None other than the acclaimed, the illustrious Majikiki Kambilu Dindo Dindo Marundu! Magilu for short.
Oh, I love Magilu.
No, Ma, like soggy shoe or doggy do, or call me any of those things and I'll turn you into a froggy stew! I suppose you'll never understand. People can be so tragically unlearned. But hey, like I care.
Yeah, shout out to Erica Lindbeck. She's great. He said Magilu can step on me. Hey, somebody come get the chat because these niggas is horny. Why is Futaba in Berseria and extroverted? I know, right? It's like a 180. What is this? The power of voice acting. Can I go into those other doors? Let me see what they have. But yeah, you guys named some really good games. I remember the first time I played Mass Effect 2, the intro got me. Because that intro was so ballsy, man. Look at him just talking to this guy.
I can't believe she snuck up on me. Who is she?
This is no ordinary prison.
And then also the ending of Mass Effect 2, going on the suicide
She
run.
said she's a powerful
Oh, so
Did she
good.
have a Moloch tethered?
No, I didn't sense Malachim around her. She's an ordinary human, I think.
Then she's an ordinary magician, not a witch. If she tries to trick me again, I'll crush her and be done with it.
Okay, Velvet. That's the thing, like, I want to do another Mass Effect playthrough going from beginning to end, all 3 games, but I dread returning to the first Mass Effect. It's just, it hasn't really aged that well. And driving the Mako, oh, good God. I really hope if that Mass Effect remaster is indeed true, that they do go ahead and change a lot of stuff about it. Yeah, the Kingdom Hearts openings are definitely a vibe. I remember 10-year-old me thought that those were the graphics for the game, and I was like, whoa, man, I was just blown away. Yeah, BioWare, I think they're keeping quiet right now after the Anthem debacle. I know they're trying to fix it. I think Anthem might go free to play if it hasn't already. And then they're just grinding away at Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest Dragon Age.
He's a demon.
Get ready.
Deception. You're not human.
Neither are you.
True enough. See this? See this?
Watch out, it's young Xehanort. Hey, there we go. I gotta listen to his voice because I didn't catch it.
He's strong.
Chips in the blades already. Brittle, these exorcist knives.
Wow.
Gotta
Like,
reclaim
I
Storm
can
Owl.
faintly hear it because you pointed it out,
Storm
Corey.
Owl?
But damn, good
That's
job.
what we found.
Do you eat cookies with milk?
Where?
I don't really usually do that, but man, now I want some cookies with milk.
Down below.
I want some Chips
Down
Ahoy
below?
cookie. All right.
You have my thanks.
All right. So here, okay, I feel like, okay,
He's an odd dude.
I feel like this might be very savage territory, but
Things settle
what do
down.
y'all
Miss
think
Owen,
about people who eat their cookies with hot milk? I think that that person has just lost control of their life, because the second you put that cookie in there, it's about to melt, and it's just not going to taste good. So I don't know, man. These people kind of wild. I can go for some more. I want to see if my ShopRite is open. My ShopRite has been closing early because of the COVID situation, so it's probably closed. Yeah, it closed. Mine, for whatever reason, closes at like closes at 8 p.m. these days. Oh no, they moved it back up to 10. Okay. But yeah, I want some cookies. Yeah, I want some milk. Y'all got me really hungry. You're terrible. What I think we should do is, I think one of these streams, we should just... Yo, do you guys remember that? I don't know if y'all remember this. You probably weren't there for it, but... Hold on. I don't know if y'all remember... Alright, let me see these responses real quick. I think we should ship them to Mars. Hey, Slicer, what's going on, bro? Chips Ahoy with coffee is the best. Hot coffee. Whoa, Gun Rob, you just I don't know what you got happening today, man, but you be talking some suspect things. Cookies with hot milk couldn't be me. Oh god. Milk should be cold as fuck, no exceptions. Thank you. Our state got back into lockdown due to some massive spikes lately for 6 weeks. Yeah, it's honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we go through the same situation, bro, because oh man.
What is it?
Florida, California, well, mainly Florida and Texas primarily, but their cases have been spiking tremendously, and we all knew this was going to happen, considering, like, until there's a vaccine, of course, everybody, the second they go back into the world, they are going to get sick. It's just bound to happen, but with the way Florida has been approaching things, their reopening has just exacerbated the issue.
Like I care what a
So,
Mohawk thinks of me.
I mean, like, we'll see what happens in a few weeks, because obviously with the high amount of, with the high infection rate in testing, usually death follows, but we'll have to see in the next couple weeks. So we'll see what happens, honestly. I'm gonna go check out some of these other places first. Give it a try, man. I promise you, you won't regret it. All right, I'll hold you to it. I'll do it for you. Stream chat made me hungry for cookies and milk. Yo, I'm hungry. All right, but hold up, I got some questions. Do people really drink warm milk? Yeah, people drink warm milk before bed for some reason. I don't know. It says it makes them sleepy. I'm from South America, and cookies are usually eaten with some coffee. Oh, you know what? It could be. All right, you know, if it's a cultural thing, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. When the second wave happens, we're all gonna be stuck home again. Yo, the second they start closing down places, that's how you know it's fucked. But hold on, there was something I wanted to... How you liking the game so far? Oh, it's good, but remember, with JRPGs, you kind of you have to give it a little bit of time before you see it for what it truly is. You know, we're only 2 hours in. Actually, we're only like an hour and changing, because, you know, we're spending time to talk to the chat and everything, but it's cool. Tales games are usually good. Are you an NBA fan? Yeah, I watch basketball. My team is the Milwaukee Bucks. Oh yeah, so the question, were y'all there for that stream where we discovered that we can order pizza through the internet? I held it like almost 10 years ago, and we were just like bullshit, like, yo, let's go order pizza. And they're like, yeah, let's go do it. We ordered it, and then they delivered it during the stream. It was so funny. It was so funny, man. My academic advisor is trying to convince me to come back to campus in the fall, despite some classes being offered online. These universities are greedy. Yeah. One of the local colleges near us, they're actually starting the semester early, in the middle of August, like not middle, but early August, and they're opening up for the fall semester. You know, they have some online classes if people want to, but you know, they're going to be open. But the thing I don't get is, like, how could you do that safely? There's no way. These classes already are cramped as is. You have 30 kids in there, not even counting lecture halls and meetings. Literally, you're going to have to cap capacity for the class. if you do the proper social distancing and all that nonsense. So, I don't... Oh, man. I know a nightclub in San Bernardino, California opened up again and soon got closed down after California enforced the counties to close down. Yeah. You know, some of these governors are actually taking full, like, you know what, we're going to close it down, shut it down. You know, we're not messing around. Florida, on the other hand, is just like, well, Texas, they just closed bars again, which I find kind of funny because their governor, Abbott, was legit like, you know, yeah, COVID's overblown, you know, it's not that big a deal, blah, blah, blah. And then he closes down the bars and says people, practice social distancing, wear masks. Like, bro, you don't get to come on here for months and say something's a hoax, and then when you see shit happening. No, but the worst part is Texas, they're opening up all their public schools. Like, I have a couple of friends in the teachers administration, and they're just like, yo, what the hell is going on? This is ridiculous. And rightfully so. I mean, especially kids. Kids are going to be spreading that like no tomorrow. All right, no, I was already here. My university is going to be all online this fall. My school's 20 minutes away. Yeah, I think my brother, for his college, they're doing the same thing. They're just doing all online classes. Oh, you know what it is? It's on another, that's on another level. That's why. My dumbass can't read a map. Oh, we have a $3.99 super chat from the homie Jordy. You dropped this, sir. Fear the deer. Yeah, you know the Bucks. The Bucks, man. Last year, we were hella close, bro. So close, man. But yeah, I've been rocking with Milwaukee for like a good, I want to say like a good 12 years. It's been about 12 years since I like actually became a fan. Because before that, I wasn't really into watching basketball like that. You know, I'd go to Knicks games when I was younger and all that. And then, yeah, you know, I watched a lot of the Bulls growing up, but I mean, I was never fully invested. And then when I started watching it, I was like, oh, okay, let me see what teams I like and I gravitate towards. And there was just something about the Bucks, and I was like, I like these guys. But I appreciate the super chat, brother. Thank you. But other than the Bucks, I really do like the Spurs. I like the Spurs.
Getting out of here comes first.
Warriors, of course. But usually for me, I'm always watching if the Bucks are playing or the Spurs. You might be the only Bucks fan in New York. Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't say the U.S., though. I would not say the U.S., because as you see, we have a couple here in this chat, so I'm good. But yeah, there's not a lot of Milwaukee fans here. And I know a bunch of people, whenever I do talk basketball with them, I would just be, because for me, I clown all the New York sports teams. I really do, because almost every single one of our teams is garbage. And, you know, you just don't say that around New Yorkers. You don't say that the Knicks are bad or the Nets. And I'm just like, what do you want me to say? What the fuck do you want me to say? They spend all this money trying to secure all this talent, thinking that'll make a team great. It's like, no. It just gets on my nerves, man. I'm like, y'all be every single year. Y'all be wondering how did we go wrong this year? I'm like, it's been the same problem every year. But you know, I know who not to talk to when it comes to this. But it's so funny because all these people who are fans of New York teams, the second that their team gets eliminated, that's when they start rooting for like the other ones, you know?
We're finished.
I thought you were a Cavs fan. No, I'm not really, I mean, I like the Cavs, but I'm not like a fan of them, you know? Like I keep up with them, but it's not like, yeah, you know? But I like them. I like most teams. There aren't really a lot of teams that I hate besides the Vikings and the Bears. I have this game and my sister's addicted to it. Hey, that's nice. That is great. I've been noticing there's mad love for Tales of Berseria. That is insane. I can't even believe that. Because, like I said, I grew up, you know, with Tales. You know, it was hard to find fans of Tales of. Like, yeah, some people were like, yeah, I played Symphonia, and that was it. But, okay, yeah, let me check the settings for you, Grant. I'm sorry. I don't see... I'm not seeing any settings in regards to the mouse, bro. Let me see the controller settings. So you have it here. Keyboard and mouse. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything as far as fixing what your particular issue would be. Yeah, I can't really find it, Grant. I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, Zestiria was pretty bad. I've been playing Xenoblade. Oh, that's awesome. Xenoblade's great. Do you remember Bait and Kados? Yeah, I remember that. It might be keyboard only. It might be keyboard only, Grant. Have you ever heard of Eric Landon RPG? What is that? You might need to refresh my memory, or at least bring me up to speed. Zestiria didn't disappoint me more than 15. Zestiria disappointed me as a Tales fan, but I just accepted it as every franchise has a bad entry. But we weren't waiting 10 years for Tales of Zestiria. You know? I think something that's really cool about Tales... Well, I can't really...
The path has collapsed.
It's somewhere around here. I'll find it.
That
Hold
rope
on.
won't do any good here.
Just look at that arm of hers.
Wait, you're not seriously going to try it, are you?
He fell further than this back at the shrine.
Oh, there she goes. I think I might get me some, might get me a McFlurry later, guys. I'm hungry. So all the grocery stores are closing.
I see you are truly committed to this.
A few friends that dropped me recently actually liked Zestiria and hated Grace's F. So there's a reason why they're not your friends anymore, Maddie. For that exact reason.
I would almost
Seriously,
think
the
you
fact that
made
they
enough.
like Zestiria over Grace's F, no.
It's a ritual that
I've
grants
never
special
come
power.
across anybody, even if they like Zestiria, they don't be saying it's no. Maddie, you don't need that type of negativity in your life, good sir. You know, come hang out with us, we'll get you properly acclimated. You don't gotta worry about that, bro. You don't need that. Cookies and coffee, man.
Well, guess what? You're the ones who
I don't have any cookies.
I am
My grocery
aware
stores are
that is why I
closed.
chose you.
I'll end this quickly.
That's a power hit. Oh, you gonna slap me? You gonna slap me?
I'll cut down anyone in my way.
Yeah, that's honestly I think that's the world where they have a finished version of Final Fantasy 15, because there's no way in the world that you're coming on here unironically saying you like Zestiria more than Grace's F. That's just I ain't trying to hear that. I know everyone's got their own opinions, but not that. Not that. White Chris loves Hysteria.
This way leads
Hey
to
man,
the
I mean,
entrance. If
maybe
they
he
move
does.
here, they'll have
That's
found
why
the
he had to
ship by now.
die.
The guards
This
expect
is
us
why
at
you
the rear,
fail.
not the front.
Speaking of 15, I'm just starting it and I am not loving the combat on it. Because the combat system, okay, first off, the game is ridiculously easy, so you don't even have to try. You don't have to parry, you don't have to do any of the things you normally would do. You can literally butt mash like crazy and be fine. Second, the game's frame rate is so damn inconsistent and all over the place that literally in an action game, that's not what you want.
We're almost there.
That's enough.
Ooh, listen to that music though.
Oscar. I had no idea.
His name is Oscar, guys.
To this island.
That's such an interesting name,
You
Oscar.
surprise me, Ceres. Aiding criminals now, are you? Did Lord Artorias request this?
Yeah, bro. 15, you're going to get disappointed by the story in 15 a lot. I mean, you'll like some aspects, because everybody does, but it's just too big in scale and scope for its own good. That's one of the biggest sins.
Hold on.
Discount Flynn. He does look like Flynn. You are right, Avanti.
I'm all out of subterfuge. And besides, if we can't overpower this one, our end goal was hopeless to begin
Yes,
with.
the frame rate's terrible, bro. Especially if you're even if you're playing it on the the 1X and the Pro, they're not like a stable, consistent 60 frames.
Who might you be?
His name is Oscar, and he sure doesn't look proud.
All right.
Oh,
Faceless demon it is then.
dude, that's Eric. That's how it is with everyone who plays Hysteria. We all played it for like a good amount of time, and then we just dropped it because it doesn't get better. It does not get better. Let me take care of this fucker. Leave me alone.
You're skilled.
Yeah, because they didn't have a good combat system in that game. I liked some aspects about it, like how magic worked and everything, but just in general, the combat, I thought it was better than I remembered, and then I replayed it, and I was like, nope. It really makes you appreciate the system in the 7 remake a lot more.
More of your
I don't know.
reason.
I don't know how that's possible. Narukami, I'm trying to think. How? That's like saying you liked, that's like saying you liked Valkyria Azure Revolution over the first game. Do you guys remember when they tried to release that, like an action hack/slash version of Valkyria Chronicles?
With demon blight?
How do you feel about those complaining about the dropped features in Cyberpunk, even if they weren't shown or mentioned once? I mean, I get it from a game design standpoint, why they had to do things that they had to do. Because, you know, yeah, your scale and your scope, your vision will always be hampered by the limitations of the technology at hand. However, I feel it is kind of like you're announcing this so close to the game's release. It makes you question a lot of things about the game. So, I think maybe if they didn't announce all these things at first, if they weren't up to specifications, I think no one would have cared. But since they already did, it's just questionable.
My form is bound by an oath whose price is my life. The time has come to pay. Feeding on my form will grant you strength, the strength to press forward. I ask only that you devour.
Damn, I really want some milk and cookies now.
Why?
And maybe some coffee.
Burns in my heart too.
Project Athea. Yeah. I remember for a while, people thought that the Project Athea game was like Final Fantasy 16. And it was going to be like this hybrid of Devil May Cry combat. And directed by the guy who did Final Fantasy XIV, the MMO.
This frozen people.
Thanks for letting me know, Neo. I now know I don't need to finish it. Bro, trust me. You are not the only person. Every single person that I know has dropped Zestiria halfway through the game. And it's not like something crazy that happens where you're just like, yo, fuck this game. I'm done. It's literally just that boring. You know? Like, not maybe. Get the coffee. Get the strap.
I offer no apology or thanks.
Look at this. Straight up gonna kill her.
Neither.
Look at this, guys. This game is dark. See, it's different when you look them in the eye.
And the same. I treasured those days. When you and I and Arthur were together.
I wouldn't mind watching a Tales of Berseria anime. They did one for Zestiria, which I just don't know why. Nobody was asking for that. But yeah, this one I could rock with. Yeah, this is a very serious Tales game, like from the rip. Because other Tales games, you know, they're just very goofy about things. But this is just like, nope. Oh, take it easy, Gun Rob. Have a good one, bro. Appreciate you coming to the stream, and hopefully within the next couple of weeks, I will try some cookies and coffee.
What is happening?
What's your top 5 anime? I have a lot of favorite anime. Steins Gate, Monster, Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball. I'll eat you guys. I like things like Welcome to the NHK. I don't really have a top. Lupin the Third. Let's see what else, man. I really liked Anohana. Oh, Anohana and Clannad. Insane, man. Is School Days your top 10? Well, actually, that's actually Corey Gryffindor's top anime. Velvet is ready to go. Yes, Welcome to the NHK is amazing, Maddie. Soul Break.
Here I come. She absorbed that Malak's power to wield as her own? Never seen such a demon.
Yo, Christina V straight killing this role, man. Like the way she be saying devour. Ooh. Oh shit, hold on. Should I give this game a shot? I would recommend it. It's a cool game. Oh shit.
Apologies, but I can't let a nasty demon like you roam free.
Yeah, Christina V reminds me a lot of Laura Bailey if Laura Bailey had like
Velvet.
deeper range. Cause there's Shantae. And then there's Velvet, you know, that's a lot of range. Laura Bailey is still a phenomenal voice actor. She's amazing. But she's got her sort of, like for me, I can tell Laura Bailey voice anywhere.
My name is Velvet Crow.
Oh, hello, Yatogami.
Devour demon, Moloch, and exorcist alike.
Honestly, I could. You know what I can go for some right now? I could go for some strawberry milk. That's what I can go for. Yo, she's straight up burning this whole man's life. She's not edgy. She's hungry. You know what she needs? A Snicker. That's what she needs.
When we tumbled from the tower, I thought, this is it, Magilu. This is the end.
It would have been less risky if you hadn't suddenly appeared and jumped on my back.
Oscar got Zigbarred. I'm dead.
It's thanks to you that Stormhouse
Burn, baby, burn. Let's go Inferno!
Rokuro Rangetsu, at your service.
That's a
This
badass
blade is
name.
my
Rokuro
life.
Rangetsu. He
I
sounds
owe you
like someone out of
gratitude,
Bleach.
One I vow to repay.
Yes, yes, she's a peach and a model citizen. Can we get our move on? I think they're just about done massacring the rioters.
That's Corey Gryffindor's girlfriend right there.
ahead.
Yep, that is Erica Lindbeck. Does Velvet have the power of friendship? I really hope she doesn't. I hope this is not a Tales game about friendship. Please don't be a Tales game about friendship. He is already a disappointment to the Flynn legacy. Oh, man.
Guess the weather's feeling as crummy as I am.
Careful. Cease looking
She just
mighty
passed
choppy.
out for no reason.
Are you a sailor?
No, but I do know the difference between a sail and a rudder.
I'll take what I can get. Do what you can.
You're leaving without a proper crew?
Very well,
That's not
then.
the One Piece
I
way.
certainly owe you this much at least.
Brave words. But 10 minutes in this storm and you'll lose all sense of direction.
Oh, so he's Zoro.
No, we won't. Ships have compasses for a reason.
Damn, Velvet.
So it's rot in a jail cell or rot in a fish tummy. Well, guess it's your lucky day, fishies.
How long are Tales games usually? No longer than your standard JRPG. They're like, like what, 40, 50 hours depending on things. Probably beat him around like 40. Berseria X One Piece. Someone make a fanfic of it. Hey, there you go. And we're dead. Oh, I remember this little one. This little person. There was a term that people used for this character. There was a term people used to describe him. I forgot what it was.
Stay back.
Ooh, Velvet, let's go, girl. I only played Zestiria and I couldn't get past the first 4 hours. Did I pick a bad place to start with the series? Oh, God, yeah. No, not Lolly. It wasn't Lolly. Lolly wasn't term to describe him. There was something else. I don't know if it was like a trope about a strong woman and then like a really like small guy character. I don't know. Some term. I think it was Shota. I think it was Shota. I think it was Shota.
And the child.
Yeah, Zestiria, that was a very bad place, Suna. Oh, also, hello, Suna. Welcome to the stream, man. It was a bad place to start. It's not a good Tales game. It's very boring. It's dull, mundane. Even by JRPG standards, it's bad.
From whence I'm scampering. We're lost, stranded shipwreck survivors. No?
Even the Japanese didn't really gravitate towards Zestiria. I think it got pretty mediocre reviews over there.
Was that left?
And you know, some Japanese people, they just give games high reviews for no reason. Like Famitsu with Sonic Forces.
Northgand. Then if we're to reach the capital in Midgand, we've no choice but to patch up our ship.
What are your plans once you reach Logris?
Fuck bitches,
Something
get
worth
money.
breaking out of prison for.
Oh, can't we stand around and chat somewhere nicer? Somewhere with soup to warm the body, tales to warm the heart.
She said tails, guys. She said
Helices nearby.
tails.
I can't promise there much for conversation, but we'll find food in a ship right there.
Velvet, you know that kid? I thought I heard you call him by name.
No, I don't know any Malakim. Not anymore.
Anymore?
Why do you buy so many games but never complete them?
Well, whoever he was.
Well,
there
as
was
far as
something
that's
different about
concerned,
him, that's
I
for
usually
sure.
buy them when they're
You
on
say
sale
that
for
again.
dirt cheap.
Using healing
So
arts on a demon
if I
without
see
being
something on
ordered
sale
to?
for like
And he stole that compass
half
too.
off or more,
Being
I'll
an
pick it up for the
exorcist
backlog
warlock
and
is a
eventually
greedy
get to it.
wimp.
Well,
So that's
we
kind
can
of been
help
my
ourselves to a certain
justification,
map of
because I know,
things, so
provided if I spent full price on
consider
something and I
myself
never
all in
beat
the
it, I
virtue
feel
in this
terrible.
sea of
But if I spend
wickedness.
$10 on it and I get to it in
Come
2
on,
years,
it's
I
not
feel
funny
okay.
if you agree with me.
But yeah, I've made a conscious effort to
this is
stop
how escaped
buying
prisoners
games just because they're
behave.
on sale if I'm not going to get to them, and make sure to finish up the games I have, which is why, with the exception of like a few games this year, I haven't purchased any of the big titles. You know, I bought Animal Crossing when it came out because Animal Crossing is not really a game you can complete, but you can play it, you can have fun. But I didn't buy Resident Evil 3 Remake. I didn't buy Doom day one. I didn't buy a lot of games day one, honestly. I waited for a lot of them to go on sale. Like, I just picked up Doom for $30, and I'm playing through that, and it's a lot of fun. I'm glad I waited, because I wouldn't have gotten to it when it came out. So that's what I do. I'm just taking games day by day, and I'm doing pretty good during this quarantine. My problem is a lot of the games I play are ridiculously long. They're 20, 30, 40-hour experiences or more, and it's just, it takes a lot of time to go through that, and sometimes you never want to force yourself to play a game, because then it becomes a chore. So if I put like 20 hours into a game and I feel burnt out, I'm not going to touch it for a while. I'll switch to something else. So that's part of the reason. I got some gold. All right. Yeah, I was the same way, man. I bought the Type 0 Collector's Edition, and I played a little bit of it, but I never finished it because I couldn't get around the controls, and it didn't feel good. It didn't feel good at all. That's a game that I think they should have just ported to the Vita and left it there, because I don't know. Maybe I have to revisit it, but I put like 5 hours into it. I was like, no. No.
Ah, so a spellcaster is useful and a witch isn't. Is that it? So I guess that makes you a witch.
Oh yeah, every gamer has a backlog, you know?
You're one to talk, Mr. Self-improvement.
And the thing about the backlog is you don't want to let it overwhelm you, because like every Steam gamer is going to have a backlog. Steam gamers, we are never going to complete every single game in our backlog. Why? Because we get so many games on sale in cheap with bundles, and it's just like, okay, you know, that's fine. But yeah, I'm thinking of calling it a night here for the stream, ladies and gentle germs. Is there a way for me to exit out to the menu without I don't think there is an option, is there? Oh no, there isn't. I don't see it anyway. I'll just end the stream like, hold on. There we go. Close that. But yeah, guys, I'm thinking of ending the stream here for tonight. We went for, oh wow, good 2.5 hours. That's some quality time right there. Just shutting off the Xbox controller here. As always, guys, it's a pleasure, it's a privilege, it's an honor to be in y'all's company. Just hanging out, shooting the shit, spending some time together. You know, that's what it is. We have family, we having fun. Just last minute housekeeping. Link down below in the video description for my, well, I don't, is it? Yeah, I think it's there. Yeah, the Discord server, in addition to the new Patreon I started up, and just all the other respective links like Facebook, Twitter, things like that y'all can experience at your leisure. And yeah, I'll be back for another stream. I go back to work this Sunday, actually. But I only go in for a few hours just because we have to go over the COVID situation, how we're going to be protecting our employees and our guests and everything. So I go in this Sunday, but after that, I don't go in for a few more days, which I'm perfectly fine with, because, you know, I do like doing this streaming stuff more. And yeah, so I might do a stream maybe Saturday, potentially Saturday. If not then, you know, I'll be back for the Monday. You know, the Monday Ask Neo Q&A. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. But thank you guys so much for coming, leaving comments, hanging out. Y'all the best. You know this. You know this. And yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Have a good night. Good morning. Good evening. Good afternoon. Wherever you at. Whatever dimension. Take care, guys.